indeed bring in a runner. That's Braden Jones. So Jones runs for Morrison. Jones runs at first, and Ryan Reeves will bat. Reeves, 276, a homer and a team best 35 runs driven in, 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBI in game 1. And he swings and shoots at foul on a play over the new clubhouse facility. That's well on its way to being complete. Down the third base side for Delgado baseball. It's 0-1.
It's looking sweet.
Man, it's really nice.
Coming along.
You go in there, it's really nice. What a tremendous addition.
Oh, it's
to the Delgado program.
Huge.
Check of the runner, 0-1. Swinging a foul again, same way. He's trying to do some damage to that new facility.
Yeah, he is. Reeves a little bit late on the fastball. It's almost like he's looking for the breaking ball. We have seen quite a few already from Tinkstrom. And if you remember correctly last night, Reeves had the big hit in that 4-run fourth, and it was a line drive to left center field.
Down with a breaking ball. It's 1-2 to Reeves. Both pitchers not afraid to throw that breaking ball at any point in the count.
Yeah, they're filling up Rag Sherman Field with breaking balls today.
1-2. Up and in, a fastball. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And you if you've watched a lot of Major League Baseball or college baseball this year and last year, the pitchers are getting away from the fastball. They are going heavily with the breaking ball.
Chopper foul right at the plate. So it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Trying to miss bats, pitch for the strikeout, not pitch to contact. And it's weird because they're saying that the velocity is better than it's ever been at the major league level, at the minor league level, at the college level, but we're seeing them not use the pitch as much.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another. Swinging a foul chip into the mid. Prather holds on. First strikeout of the game for Tingstrom. Ends the bottom of the first with no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left after 1. Brother Martin up 1-0 over Tioga. Crusaders coming to bat in the second. Referees Roussel, Jack Lupo, and Egan Prather. Want to also promote the fact and mention the fact that the Brother Martin Crusaders tennis team has won a state championship today in Monroe. Hearty congratulations to Brother Martin Tennis. Fantastic job and a tremendous victory. And they were so close in the regional. And they win the state championship today. So, big time congratulations to Brother Martin Tennis for a job well done. Fantastic job. Karen Crow and Rummel tied 1-1 in the 4th inning, so they've scored on Aaron Sebia. That first game means everything in that series. It'll be Reese Roussel, Jack Lupo, Egan Prather here in the 4th. Or in the 2nd inning, I should say, for Brother Martin. Against Alex Morrison, 15 pitches, 9 strikes in the first, hit a batter. Here's Roussel. Reese Roussel was up there when runner was picked off the 3rd to end the last inning. First pitch on the way. Swinging a hard hit ball right side is a base hit. Roussel picks up where he left off last night. His 3rd hit of the series. Leadoff man is aboard for the 2nd consecutive inning for Brother Martin. Good start here.
Swinging a hot bat, Roussel is. He struggled a little bit during the season, but he's picked it up lately. Had a nice game in their season finale and very good game last night. Jesuit Blue Jays jumped out on top of the St. Paul's Wolves. They lead 4-0, bottom of the 3rd.
First pitch, a strike called to Jack Lupo, 209 hitter. A homer and 9 driven in, 1 for 2, hit by a pitch with a walk and a run scored in game 1. Check of the runner. Move over there. Good peg. He's got a quick move, and he is not afraid to use it, as we have seen frequently early in this game.
Yep, he is definitely conscious of the running game, and he's going to look to slow it down after we saw Brother Martin run all over the Indians last night.
The pitch, breaking ball away. Count is even at a ball and a strike. 1-0 Crusaders here in the top of inning number 2. Snap throw to first, runner back. And another. Runner goes, and a swing and a liner, foul. Down the first base line, they played hit and run. Lupo made a bid, but sliced it foul, and it's 1-2.
Little hit and run action right there. Lupo got a great pitch to hit and run with. He got a flat slider out over the plate. Those are perfect for hit and run pitches. So easy to hit it the other way. But he just missed it foul down the right field line.
A ball and 2 strikes on Lupo.
And I like the fact that they started the runner. They're going to try to stay out of that double play. Lupo not a swift runner, so a ground ball would be a 2-ball.
Pitch is outside, almost a pitch out there of sorts, right?
Yeah, it looked like it to me.
And it's 2-2. Had that appearance.
It was either a pitch out or a purpose pitch on a fastball double extended.
There's another quick move to first, and again the runner back. Stretch. Long look. Time call. Back in right side, Lupo. 2-2 count. Morrison delivering. And he struck him out looking. Quality pitch. Gets Lupo for out number 1. Again, he will throw that breaking ball anytime.
He will, and he has, and that was the top of the zone breaking ball right there. That's a tough one. It's a tough one to not chase, and you almost kind of hope the umpire misses it because you're not going to do much with it. Starts above the zone, and at the very last second, it drops into the top level of the zone. Tough to pull a trigger on that.
Egan Prather bats at 229. No homers, 11 driven in, 0 for 3 in the series. Takes a strike called, it's 0-1.
That looked like the curveball there, not the slider.
No balls and a strike. Long look, here it comes. Swinging a foul, it's 0-2.
Now, although Morrison does throw over frequently, he does have a high leg kick. So if you can pick up his count a little bit, if he falls into a rhythm, whether he's a 1,002 guy or a 1,003 guy to the plate, if you can pick up a rhythm, you can get a really good jump off of him.
Pretty good lead by Roussel. Held on by Reeves. To the plate. Just missed the outside edge. Tried to burn off a corner.
Now that time he went with the quick step, so he's definitely mixing up his looks, he's mixing up his throwovers, and he's mixing up his leg lifts.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Another runner goes, pitches a ball, throw down, bounces, but it's there and he's out. Second base runner lost on the bases for Brother Martin. This put out goes 2-4. Second runner gone, as mentioned, trying to run the bases and out number 2.
Now Roussel did pick up the high leg kick right there and took off, so he guessed right on the high leg kick. However, he's not a burner on the base paths, and Trayton Harper hosed him at second on a hop.
Missing away with a breaking ball, so it is full 3-2. Payoff pitch, and he just missed out. As you mentioned, Not a low ball umpire. That pitch looks slightly down, but sometimes calls are given. But consistency is what you're looking for. So it is a 2-out walk issue to Prather. We'll get a runner for the catcher, always running for the catchers and pitchers, typically speaking, on this level. And that's going to be the young man that stole home last night, Rex LeBlanc, is going to run at first base. See if they want to do some running with 2 outs. Brody Shannon will bat. 333 hitter, 1 homer, 3 RBI.
You certainly would like to get LeBlanc into scoring position, but you would prefer not to have your 9-hole leading off the next inning.
Swinging a foul back to the netting.
So there's a risk and a reward there if you do decide to send LeBlanc. If he does get thrown out, now you've got your 9-hole hitting freshman shortstop leading off the 3rd inning, rather than let Shannon hit, and if he is retired, then you've got 1, 2, 3.
Well, one buzzed him. It's 1-1. He's saying the ball grazed me.
I thought it might have.
He's saying it grazed him, and they're not getting any.
I don't see how anybody.
Now, the home plate umpire is asking for help. I don't know that you can possibly get help from a guy 80 feet away if he didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't.
But you can see the reaction of the hitter right away. He says, "Look, that ball grazed me." Brody Shannon.
Yeah, he should have probably taken off to first if he was that convinced.
Right.
Sell it a little bit better, but. Yeah, I don't see how anybody other than the home plate umpire can make that call.
No,
rightfully.
Jeff Lupo asking, but walks away. I mean, he can't. Again, unless you're sure, not much you can do there. And again, you're asking for help from an umpire 80 feet away.
Yeah, that's tough.
1-1 the count. Check of the runner, and the pitch is on the way. Down and out. It's 2 balls and a strike on Brody Shannon. Crusaders up 1-0 here in the 2nd inning.
As we said, Shannon, freshman, does have a homer. Doesn't have a whole lot of at-bats, but he does have a homer.
That's high, so now 3-1.
He hit that homer at the Urban Youth Academy against St. Aul.
Pretty impressive for a freshman. McCluskey, a freshman also that we saw yesterday. 3-1 the count. There goes the runner. Pitch is swung on and foul. Well, I said earlier, Brother Martin is a very aggressive team. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
You know, and at the high school level, it pays off more often than not.
You put pressure on the defense.
So many things have to go right for the defensive team to record an out. We saw the bunt. It wasn't a great bunt, and it works out. It's a base hit. Then on the flip side, they get picked off at 3rd.
Runner will take off here. He didn't run on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. A strikeout anyway, and the inning is over. In the inning, no runs and a hit, and a runner stranded. That's 2 stranded by Brother Martin. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Still 1-0 Crusaders on top of Tioga. Well, what have you seen from Morrison thus far, Kurt?
Well, what I've seen is a guy with a pretty live arm and someone who really likes his slider. I mean, he's got a lot of confidence in that slider, and when he's throwing that for strikes, even if he doesn't have his best fastball, that 88, 89 variety that we know he has possessed in the past, the ability to throw that slider for strikes is going to make that 85, 86 mile an hour fastball play up.
So on to the 3rd we go. Check around on other games now. Top of the 5th inning. Rummel 2-1 over Karen Crow. That seems to be the best game going right now amongst the others. 2 good pitchers opposing each other. We'll check the other games here. We get a chance involving area teams. We know John Curtis and St. Aug play at 6. Jesuit St. Paul's playing right now. Blue Jays are up 4-0 in last check on St. Paul's. Still 4-0 Jesuit in that game in the top of the 4th inning. Everett Denny pitching for the Blue Jays.
Everett Denny against Montour. Mm-hmm. And Montour kind of came out of nowhere for them. And I think it was more out of necessity than anything. They had a couple of injuries on that pitching staff. And Montour has done a really good job. He had a really strong outing against the Roma Raiders earlier this year. But Farizo has been in and out of the rotation for the St. Paul's Wolves. And Montour has really done a great job for them.
Here's Charlie Bakey's taking one low. Bakey's 381, no homers, 4 driven in, 1 for 3 with a run scored last night. That was the 20th pitch for Chingstrom. His 21st is down again, 2-0. Archbishop Shaw trying to get even with E.D. White Catholic. It's 2-0 Eagles, bottom of the 4th. Being played in Thibodaux. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. Had a classic 1-0 game yesterday, won by the Cardinals. It's a good matchup. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that is high and tight. So 3-1 to the leadoff man, Bakey's. The 3-1. High, so the leadoff man draws a walk. Good start for the Indians here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
And we saw what the leadoff walks did last night. Every time either team led off an inning with a walk, it turned into a crooked number. So we'll see how the Tioga Indians approach this offensively.
Here's Case Malone, the third baseman. 245 with a homer, 20 driven in. 0 for 3 last night. Going to bunt, and he bunts it toward first foul. Tried to push it in the right direction there, but pushed it foul. Like his approach, though. Get on top of the ball. Make sure the top end of the bat is up. Did so, but just steered it a little bit too much.
Just a bad bat angle.
There you go.
That bat angle was not where it needed to be as far as direction. He got it down. He just didn't get it in the direction he would have liked.
No balls and a strike. Stretch pitch, going to bunt again. Takes it down, and it's 1-1. Wind continues to blow. In. Hard.
Remember a guy named George Kissel?
Very well.
He taught...
Tremendous instructor for the Cardinals. Yeah.
He taught us how to bunt better than anybody ever in the history of baseball. He was unbelievable at teaching how to bunt.
Showing bunt and just missing down again, 2-1. He's close with these pitches and missing down, and there goes Prather to the mound. That Kissel was great. As one of the strengths of the long-time great organization in St. Louis is their minor league coaches and instructors that they had. They had so many great teachers in that organization. Could name a whole bunch of them, having followed that team for a long time. Not so sure they have that now.
When we went to spring training, it was phenomenal. Bob Gibson, Red Shane.
Oh, my goodness. There's a pitch way outside. So suddenly, Chingstrom's 3-1 after walking the leadoff man. Yeah, Shane Neitz was awesome. Great guy. To have those guys around all the time is pretty special, I'm sure.
Hub Kittle was a good one.
Was Lou Brock around?
Lou Brock was around.
Yeah.
Bo Milliken was around.
Yeah. 3-1, ball 4. So 2 straight walks, and here come the Indians. 2 on, nobody out. And the bunt is in play here for Marcus Arellano. Comes to the plate.
My favorite was George Hendrick.
Here's a great note for you from Tyler Sherman. George Kissel and my dear friend, the late great Rag Sherman, were best friends.
No kidding.
Yep.
He was awesome. So was your grandfather. He was pretty awesome.
Phenomenal man. Just a fantastic person. So as good as it gets.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the honor of playing for him on the Johnstown team. I got sick at the end of the season. Caught mono, couldn't make the trip. But I made it when I was 14 with the team that won the national championship as the bad boy.
The bad boy.
I learned a lot of things that summer. I'm not going to say any of them on the air. I learned a lot of things with those college boys. I'll tell you that.
I love it.
That was some fun.
All right. High school baseball and Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane services all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn, and there must be a reason. All right, 2 on, nobody out. Marcos Arellano, who was over 3 with an RBI last night. 208 batter, no homers, 9 RBI, certain bunt here.
Way up in the batter's box, like he should be.
And he bunts it nicely. The play will be to first. Sacrifice works. Well done by Arellano. That's a 1-4 put out. Runners to second and third with only 1 out. Small ball is big today.
Yeah, with the wind blowing in the way it is, you have to do the little things to try to create runs and scoring opportunities, and the Indians just did that right there with a great sacrifice bunt by Ariano.
Here's Christian Isles.
And the only bad thing is you've got to rely on the 8 and 9 hole hitters to drive these runners home if you are the Tioga Indians.
First pitch to Isles. Feet on the ground. That'll get a run home. The throw to second, and he is out at second. Smart play by the shortstop. Shannon to Wiltz to get the runner there. Run does score to make it a tie ball game as Bakes crosses the plate. Malone out at second on a 6-4 putout. Isles will run the bases at first with 2 outs. He gets his 13th RBI of the season. Starting over tied at 1. And here's Logan Delbridge, the right fielder.
So we've seen some good base running today, and we've seen some bad base running, and that was the bad variety right there.
Swinging a looper of foul toward the right side. Yeah, we've seen a couple of shaky base running plays on each side, one on each side thus far. 0-1 the count, but good
Malone,
job by Isles to put it in play there. Middle of the diamond.
Yep, and Malone's really not going anywhere there. He's not a great runner. It's a chopper to short. He's not going to go to third on the throw across the diamond. I can promise you that. It was really nowhere to go. I don't know why he strayed so far off a second.
Bunting for a hit toward third. It's foul. Off the bat of Delbridge, who's in the hole 0-2.
That's the only bad thing about trying to bunt for a hit with 1 strike. If you don't get it down fair, you're in a big hole. And that's exactly what Delbridge just did himself. So he puts himself in a hole 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner on.
The pitch, missing away. A ball and 2 strikes on Delbridge. Again, you want to throw strikes today with the wind blowing in. Grounds it down the third base side, foul. Count remains 1-2. The 2 walks really put Tingstrom in a hole and unable to escape. Good situational baseball. Bunt him up and then get a ground ball middle infield to get a run home. It's what it takes today. It's what it takes to win close games. It takes to win against good teams. Swinging a foul, just got a piece of that to stay alive.
Boy, that was a late, long swing right there by Delbridge, who almost got catcher's interference there. Prather's going to have to be careful.
Rummel takes a 5-1 lead over Carrickrow going to the 6th inning.
That happened fast. That might have been a 3-run shot.
Swing and a miss. It was not. Throw to first, runner out. I know Berg had a 2-run single.
Oh, okay.
So a strikeout takes care of Delbridge. A run scores on no hits. No errors, 1 left. That's 2 stranded by Tioga. We've played 2. We're tied at 1. You're in game 2 of this best of 3 series in Select Division 1. Good stuff here as we move on to the 3rd inning. And now, see if Brother Martin can get its offense going against Alex Morrison. He's been good thus far. Yeah, he had a 2-run single by Berg and an RBI single by Gernard in that game.
Okay.
I got Nick's back for Rummel. He doubled today, so having him back is huge.
And he dropped him into the 6 hole.
Yeah, because Kennedy's been really good hitting early in their lineup. So their lineup gets a lot deeper.
Definitely lengthens it out, adds a little bit of power to it as well.
Yeah, Klein has some power, and of course, when you've got those first few guys, Ramirez, by the way, the district MVP, who's now committed to Loyola. Ryan, of course, committed to LSU. Berg to Tulane. Nick's to Louisiana Tech. Gavin Kennedy's going to play somewhere. He's a good player. Here we got a 1-1 score going to the 3rd inning. Crusaders have the only hits of the game, 3 of those, but we're tied.
It's a shame that hamate injury derailed Gavin Kennedy's season. He didn't start playing until probably about 3 or 4 weeks left in the season.
That's right.
And I was looking for a breakout year from him. Was hoping the power would start to come around a little bit. It usually does the junior year. That's when the guys start to really come into their own power-wise.
Here's Stan Wiltz, was hit by a pitch to start the game, takes a strike here, and he scored the lone run for Brother Martin. Crescenters have had the leadoff man on in both innings thus far. Morrison gets ahead, the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, second baseman ranges to get it. Nice play, good throw by Morrison to get his man for out number 1.
Fastball in on the hands, and I was just about to say it's going to be interesting to see if Morrison has a little bit different approach this time around the batting order, because the first time around you saw was heavy slider usage. There against Wilt, 2 good fastballs, the second one being in on his hands.
And Angel Arellano made the good play behind Morrison. Here's a pitch missing away to Kropp, 1-0. Kropp singled his first trip to the plate. He's got 3 hits in the series.
That fastball just missed the outside corner.
There's a strike called. It's 1-1.
Then he comes back with the breaking ball. Behind an account, breaking balls will win at the high school level, if you can do it.
The 1-1 pitch. Chopper foul, third base side. Coach Lupo handles it cleanly and throws a strike back to the mound. 1-2, 1992 graduate. Brother Martin High School, Jeff Lupo. 1-2 the count. Next pitch. Just missed the outside edge. Count is even at 2-2.
I'm betting on a slider here, Ken. What do you think?
Got potential on 2-2. Here it is. Slider beat on the ground toward third foul. And Coach Lupo is busy. He's made another clean play. Inspects the ball.
Playing Pepper.
Throws it back in.
Pepper with Kropp.
He's talking to Cody saying, hey, try it somewhere else, buddy. I'm tired of fielding these balls. On 2-2, the pitch to Kropp. Foul back. Cody's battling, isn't he?
He's probably telling him to hit it harder. I can catch your stuff barehanded. Let's go. Get in the weight room. Huh?
If he hits it harder, he's going to back out of that box a bit, I'll tell you that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And another. Missed up a ball, 3-2.
Good at bat by
yeah,
Kropp
really,
right
I was
here.
about to say the same thing.
Extending the at bat, making Morrison work.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, right field side, slicing foul. That will not be playable. And the count remains 3-2. This is some battle. This will be the 9th pitch of the at bat. Coming up, longest at bat of the game.
Anything hit in foul territory down the right field line is not coming back. It's going to be in the picnic area or the street.
On 3-2. Another 2 Kropp and a swing and a ground foul. So we'll see a 10th pitch.
Spoiled a good slider right there on the 3-2 pitch. So
this is the kind of at bat, Kirk, whether he gets on or not, that not only is a really good at bat, but really helps your team. Extends a pitcher, runs up the count, makes him work hard.
It can be a backbreaker, sure.
10th pitch. Ground ball is short. Picked by Arellano. Throw is good. Round number 2. So that's Marcos Arellano making that play after Angel Arellano.
Tell you what,
made the first play.
He made that play on a difficult hop. I thought he was going to keep coming. He did not keep coming. He broke down and gave himself a little bit more of a tricky hop than he should have gotten. If he would have kept coming on that ball, it would have been a much easier play. Could have threw that on the run.
Here's Ryan Dara, and there is a ball down. Dara lined to short his first time. Made good contact. A ball and no strikes, and a chopper foul at the plate. So it's even at a ball and a strike.
49 pitches for Morrison. Right now, 28 strikes.
1-1. Chopper foul, third base side. We've said that a lot. He's getting a lot of ground balls here, and it's 1-2 in this inning.
Now, if you watch Morrison, he works off of the far third base side of the rubber, which is where a right-hander should work, but you will see a lot of right-handed pitchers, especially at the high school level, work on the first base side because they want a better angle for the glove side of the plate.
High pitch here, and the count is equal at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But Morrison does not. He works on the third base side, so that fastball is right in on top of you. Very, very good deception when you pitch from the arm side of the rubber.
2-2. Tap foul right at the plate, holding at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Aaron Seaby has got 11 strikeouts and 5 2/3 for Rummel. 1 hit.
They got a run, though, on that hit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another pitch on the way. Missing away. So another good at bat here. Another full count and a lot of pitches being seen.
And you're going to probably see another 3-2 slider.
Just saw one on 2-2.
Yep.
So now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Grounder toward third. Tough chance. What a pick by Malone. His throw is high. Safe at first. Runner has to scurry back to the bag. Got to give him an infield hit there. That's a tough chance. I mean, he had to wait on it, then go up and get it. And then even with a perfect throw, that's a close play.
That was a very difficult play. The hop was a tough in-betweener that he had to backhand and rake it. He makes the hard part of the play. And then I think his blood pressure got a little bit higher after he made the play, and he uncorked a wild one to first base. But what a pickup over there by the third baseman, Case Malone.
See if they want to run Dara here. Randall flew out to center his first time. There he goes. Pitches foul back. They've played a lot of hit and run.
Shouldn't have swung at that. Dara had a really, really big jump. He's going to walk into second base, which is what I think. And you can look at Coach Lupo shaking his head down there at third. He's like, why did you swing? Because Dara had that one stolen, probably standing up. And that was the whole idea, get Dara in scoring position so Randall could drive him in. And now they're going to rewind.
Got to believe you'll have a throw over here. Freezing the runner, freezing the runner, freezing the runner. Hitter still hadn't called time, and there he goes. Pitch is high. The throw is good, and he is safe. Just outran the ball there. Good throw by Harper, but a fast runner beats the wrap, and now they get a runner into scoring position. As a result, catcher Harper got a good pitch to handle, made a good throw. Dara got enough, though, in terms of a jump and beat it.
It was a strong throw. It was just a little bit high, so the second baseman had to reach up and had to go a long way with the tag, and that was just enough to let Dara get in under the tag.
Now 2-1. So more favorable call for Randall. Has driven in 31 runs. Best on this team. He's the guy they want up there. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield shallow as they should be.
Navarro on deck. He's been doing some damage offensively as well. You really can't pitch around Randall right now.
2-1. That's high and tight, so 3-1. Stayed with a breaker, but it did not break much.
Frank is not afraid to get hit with a ball, is he?
No, not at all. He is.
I mean, if I was as big as him, I probably wouldn't be too concerned.
Personifies the aggressiveness of this team. Good player.
Built like a linebacker.
3-1 pitch. Swing, a mighty swing and a foul. So now it's full 3-2.
Another 3-2 count. It's 3 consecutive 3-2s. So Morrison working here in the third.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs, tied 1-1, top of the third. Another payoff. Foul out of play. Boy, these at-bats are good, aren't they? 3 straight hitters have fought to 3-2 and seen extra pitches. It's pretty good stuff, man.
Karen Crow scored a run to close the gap to 5-2 against the Raiders going into the bottom of the 6th. Rummel, the home team in that game.
On 3-2, runner dances around off second. Payoff pitch, swing and a fly ball right side. Right fielder on the run, toward the line, toward the fence, and out of play. Bat extended. At bat extended, we'll see the 8th pitch coming up to Randall. And And the old axiom applies: the more pitches you see, the better your chances are. You've seen the arsenal, the repertoire, so you get the idea of what it is that you're up against. 3-2 the count. Inside move, nothing doing.
A lot of dancing going on out there in the middle of the infield. We've got Ariano, and he's trying to keep up with Dara. Need Danny Terrio out there.
Here it comes.
Fever.
Ground ball is short. Ariano has it with time to throw. Low, dug out nicely by Reeves, and the inning is over. 3 ground ball outs sandwiched around a base hit, which was a ground ball as well, by the way. So a runner stranded. That's 1 in each inning for Brother Martin. Bottom of the 3rd coming. Still tied at 1 here at Kirsch-Rooney Stadium.
Dara did his job on that ground ball. He did a great job of shielding Ariano and not allowing him to move through that ground ball. But Ariano did a really good job of staying with it. Did short hop the throw, but a good pick by Reeves over at first base.
Back to the mound goes Tingstrom here in the bottom of the 3rd inning in a tie ball game. Kind of had the feeling this one would be more along the lines of runs would be somewhat at a premium. You know, Morrison was good, Tingstrom solid, and the wind's blowing in. And again, the run for Tioga came without the benefit of a hit. It's all about walks.
Yeah, before I came to the ballpark, I was expecting maybe a little bit more offense today from both sides. But then when I pulled up and I saw the flag, I was like, oh, it's going to be a pitcher's night. Better play some small ball, get some bunts down, hit and run. We've seen a little bit of that. We've seen some hit and runs. We've seen some unplanned hit and runs. Quite a few sack bunt attempts and a lot of stolen base attempts. I think that's what you're going to need to do to win the game today.
Tied at 1, bottom of the 3rd. And Drayden Harper leads it off. Grounded out to the catcher his first time. First pitch is up for a ball, 1-0.
Harper's getting loaded really, really late. That's why he was beat by that slider in his first at-bat.
Swung at the high one there. It helped Tingstrom. It's 1-1.
You can see how he's caught in between right there on that swing.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball.
Yeah,
and it's 1-2.
He's going to have trouble against Tingstrom if he continues to get loaded as late as he is.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Round number 1.
Great job by Tingstrom right there, exposing that hole that Harper's got on the middle, in and up area of the strike zone. He exploited it very well.
Pitch is a strike called to Looney, who flew out to center his first time.
The old front door curveball.
And a breaking ball, and he just missed down and out. They appeal, no call. And it's 1-1.
Slider just missed off the outside edge. Again, Tingstrom ready to fire.
1-1. And that's a strike called. It's 1-2. One-two pitch. Little number in front of the plate. Prather goes to get it, collects it, throws it, got him. 2 gone. Prather's a good defensive catcher. And what he did there is he didn't rush it or panic. He just got the mask up, calmly got to the ball, made sure he had a grip, and ripped it.
Yeah, no need to rush that. The hitter was so tied up, he didn't get out of the box very well at all. Another good breaking ball by Tingstrom, and that's what he's been beating him with. There it is again.
A good breaking ball strike to Morrison, who walked his first time. 3 walks for by Tingstrom. That's the only issue thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball. Strike called.
Went curveball, strike, slider, strike.
Look how quickly he wants to work. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's another. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. What an inning for Tingstrom. Sets him down in order. He now has 4 strikeouts. We have played 3 innings. Game 2. Select Division 1 best of 3 series. And we're tied at 1 in this game with Brother Martin up 1-0. Very impressive inning.
That was just a prime example of Tingstrom working quickly and Tioga allowing him to continue to work quickly. You have to break his rhythm there. If you're the offensive team, you've got to step out. You've got to ask for time and not let him work as quickly as he did in that inning. They did not, and he cruised through that one. That was a quickie.
So on we go to the bottom, or rather to the top of the 4th inning, tied at 1. Will be Cole Navarro, Reese Russell, Jack Lupo against Alex Morrison, who's allowed 1 run on 4 hits through 3 innings.
I don't know if you watched a lot of LSU baseball this year, but Jay Johnson is really good at doing that. If he sees a pitcher that's gotten into a rhythm against his team, he will call the offensive timeout, call the hitter off. They'll go have a meeting right out in front of the first base or third base dugout, and he'll do his best to break that rhythm and then send the hitter back out there. And that's probably something Tioga may need to do if Tingstrom continues to work as quickly as he is.
Cole Navarro will lead it off. He's singled his first trip, and he's 3 for 3 in the series.
I think he's the perfect guy to lead off an inning other than Wilkes. He does a really good job of getting on base. He walks, hit by pitch, he's getting his share of hits. I mean, he's done a great job all year offensively.
Here's Navarro. First pitch from Morrison. Swung at it, grounds it to short. Arellano with time to throw him out. 1 gone on 1 pitch. And again, he is getting a ton of ground balls.
He is, and he's doing it because he's keeping him off balance with that breaking ball. So then when he does throw the fastball, it's right on top of him. And that's what he did there with Navarro. Tied him up, beat him with the heater. And all Navarro could do was hit a jam shot to short.
Here's Reese Russell, singled in the 2nd. First pitch on the way. That's inside and low. Breaking ball, 1-0 on Reese.
Fans jockeying back and forth. Gotta love it.
Yep, nice turnout for an afternoon game. Here it is. That's down, so it's 2-0.
Russell picked his batting average up after last night's affair. He came into the game hitting .232 last night. Had a 2
for second. Easy chance. Another ground ball out. That's 5 ground ball outs obtained in a row in these last 2 innings.
And remember, we talked about early on a lot of sliders, and then second time around, we were discussing, would he continue to be slider heavy, or would he try to go to the fastball a little bit more? And it seems like that's exactly what he's doing. He's beating it with the fastball. He slowed him down throughout the first go around, and now he's beating it with the velocity.
Strike call to Jack Lupo. Struck out looking in the 2nd inning. 2 outs, nobody on. You're in the top of the 4th. That's high, and it's 1-1. Both pitchers work quickly. Gotta like this. Down and out, it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Up and in, 3-1. Lupo trying to get aboard with 2 outs and start something for Brother Martin. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch on the way. Ball 4. So Lupo's aboard with a 2-out walk. It's the second walk given by Morrison, along with a hit batter. Egan Prather will bat. He walked his first time.
Two-out walks. Those typically come back to bite you.
Walks, period, but
they're almost as bad as leadoff walks because it's going to allow them. Well, Lupo's not a stolen base threat. I'm surprised they could run for him here. You got the re-entry rule.
Strike called. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. And another strike called. It's 0-2.
It's that high strike again.
Definitely consistent. He's been.
He really has been up and down for sure.
Been consistent, calling the higher strike, not calling a lower one. That's what you want. Solid job. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Down and out. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And he missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Morrison wanted that one, and he's really showing the umpire up right there. He's probably not going to get a close pitch.
That pitch was off the plate.
That was a ball.
Yeah,
it was definitely a ball. He was begging for that one, but he did show the umpire up there. He's going to have to pipe one to get a call.
And he got him. Well, there you go. He got the call.
He did.
And there's the high strike again, and he's called it consistently. Inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Crusaders have left a runner in every inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied 1-1 here, which turned out to be a good one at Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. Again, the consistency is there. You're getting that high strike belt to the letters called. Not so much the one knees down.
A little bit of a delayed call in that one. That took him a little bit longer to ring up Prather.
At least from the signal that we get.
Yeah. Raiders are in a little bit of a jam in that game against Karen Crow. 5-2, top of 7, runners on first and second, nobody out, and it's a 3-2 count. Aaron Sebia had walked the previous 2 batters.
Well, I was running out of gas there, and walks will get you beat. So here we go in the bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1. And Tioga will send Reeves, Bakes, and Malone to the plate against Tingstrom, who's still not a lot of hit to this point. Walks got him in trouble and allowed a run in the 2nd inning.
Another walk loaded the bases for Karen Crow. 5-2, nobody out, bases loaded, top of 7.
Romo may have to think about going to the bullpen.
He may.
Yeah, 3-run lead to 7, you got to throw strikes. End of story. Doesn't matter who you are. Can't defend that, can you?
No, and he's probably running out of pitches. Let me see where he's at. He's at 106.
Yeah, right. So
you got 9 left. It's going to be tough to get 3 outs with 9 pitches with the bases loaded and nobody out.
No question. So here we go in the bottom of the 4th inning. Reeves will lead it off. Reeves struck out swinging to end the 1st inning. Takes one in the dirt here from Tingstrom. A ball and no strikes. Here he comes. Swinging a foul. It's 1-1. Tied 1-1, bottom of the 4th inning. And the 1-1 pitch, plateward. Missed the outside edge, it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. And another. Swinging a foul back. So it's even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Another behind an account breaking ball by Tinkstrom. He's done a great job of doing that all day long, keeping the Tioga hitters off balance, never giving in.
2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Change speeds got him. Round number 1.
Great changeup, and that was the pitch that Coach Joey Latino said he doesn't use much. He uses it as a show pitch. Well, right there, he used it as a put-away pitch, and it was a great changeup. Had Reeves way out in front, and I like the combination, the changeup right behind the breaking ball.
First pitch to Bakey's is fouled. He walked and scored in the second inning.
Weak swing right there by Bakey's, obviously fooled on that breaking ball. I got him. Hit him in the butt.
To first he goes. Bakey's hit by pitch.
Curveball right in the rear end. And that's
So he's aboard.
it's really the only way Tioga Indians have put runners on base.
It is the only way. Yep.
The HBP and the base on balls.
First hit batter. 1 on, 1 out. And here's Malone. And Malone takes it away. Ball 1. Ace Malone walked his first time. Runner leads the pitch. In the dirt again, 2-0.
Nice pick by Prather behind the plate. Went down to block it, but he actually caught it.
2 balls and no strikes. Check of the runner, the pitch. That's high and away, and it is 3-0.
There's no action down in the Crusader bullpen. I know it's strange to even be thinking that with a no-hitter being tossed right now by Tinkstrom.
All 4 missed away, so it's 2 on, 1 out, a hit batter and a walk. And go ahead and runs in scoring position for Marcos Arellano.
That's Malone's second walk of the game.
So here is Marcos Arellano, had a sac bunt his first time up. Runners first and second, 1 out. And the pitch. And a ground ball is second. This could turn. Second, 1, first, 2, 4, 6, 3. Twin killing ends the inning. Some job done there.
That's one way to shut down the action in the bullpen. Pitcher's best friend right there.
No question. So no runs, no hits, 1 man left. They've stranded 3. We played 4, and it's still tied 1-1 here as we speak. And high school baseball and Crescent City Sports brought to you by Rhino Shield Mid-South. Tired of painting year after year? Go Rhino. Rhino Shield resists chipping, cracking, flaking, or peeling, and is backed by a 25-year warranty. Get your free estimate. Visit rhinoshieldmidsouth.com or call 833-233-7181. High school baseball and Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Good game, tied at 1, heading to the 5th inning. Ken Trey and Kirk Bollinger with you as we march on from Kershaw Stadium. Kind of get the feeling that 1 run could mean anything in this game, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. With the wind blowing in the way it is, any lead is going to be a big lead, especially with the pitchers pitching the way they're pitching. Morrison has given up 4 hits, but nothing's been hit particularly hard off of him. A couple of scratch hits. We had the infield single by Darrow. We had Navarro cued one in the hole over there for the lone RBI. So they really haven't hit him hard. The hardest ball that was hit of the day was the fly out by Randall, his first at bat.
Pitch is down, ball one to Shannon, who struck out swinging his first time. Jesuit up 4-1 in the fifth over St. Paul's at Heap Field. And it is down and out, 2-0.
Good pitch, good pitcher's pitch. Didn't get the call. So Shannon's in a good spot, 2-0 right here. Probably taking, I would think.
2-0. Strike called, he was. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Missing down and out, 3-1.
He fell behind Shannon last at bat, was able to come back and record a strikeout.
3 balls and a strike on Shannon. And he delivers. And he hit him. Would have been ball 4, but he hits him anyway. Second hit batsman by Morrison. Brother Martin is the leadoff man on for the 3rd time in the game. We're going to get a visit to the mound by Coach Montiel. No action in the bullpen. This is just a maintenance visit, if you will. And I will. And I did. So we do. And high school baseball and Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. The Lamarck Pre-Owned has a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We even have great deals for under $12K. Must be a reason.
Must be a reason.
Must be. That's all I'm saying. Visit complete. Jeff Lubo talking it over with. Stan Wiltz, you know, you have the possibility of a hit and run, the possibility of a steal. A lot of possibilities here with a good hit at the plate. And I think we got Gavin Berry running at first, if I'm not mistaken. As Wiltz prepares to stand in. It is Berry running at first with nobody out. And here's Wiltz, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, scored a run. Showed bunt, took a ball. It is 1-0. Berry the runner. One and 0 to Wiltz. Shows bunt, pushed it down the first base side, foul. And it's 1-1. Tied at 1 here in the top of the 5th. Again, 1 run means everything. That's why the bunt certainly in play. Jesuit now leads St. Paul's 4-1, going to the 7th inning.
Malone really in tight at third. It shouldn't deter you from getting the bunt down. If you get it down early and give the runner at first an opportunity to read downward movement off the bat, he can still go, and he'll still be able to reach second base safely. It's not so much about direction. It's more about getting it down early like
There's
that.
There's the bunt. He did the job perfectly. Only 1 play. Sacrifice works. On the 1-3 put out, 1 out.
That's how you do it.
Well, you got good hitters coming up, so it makes sense in these conditions against a good pitcher to give up the out to get a runner in the scoring position. And now you get Cody Kropp, who has singled, and he's grounded out. Kropp in right side. Check of the runner, the pitch. Breaking ball down and out, 1-0. Wind howling in and across toward right. A cloudy afternoon. Check of the runner, the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball will be easy in the center field. Waiting for it. Isles collects it. No harm done. 2 outs. Runner holds second.
Fastball up in the zone. Kropp couldn't get on top of it. Did it pretty well though.
Takes a 2-out hit from Ryan Dara. His line is short. Singled and stolen a base. in right side.
Big gap in right center. Huge gap in right center.
Pitch on the way. Just missed down again. That pitch slightly away perhaps, but the pitch down isn't being called. Morrison looked in, thought he might have had one. It's 1-0.
It's that ball that was down. It may be a half a ball below the knee. And neither pitcher's gotten it all day.
Pickoff move to second, close. Just back.
Nice move, perfect throw, good timing.
Yes, said that earlier. He's very good with his moves. Helps himself. On 1-0, the pitch down and out. It's 2-0. Final in Metairie, Archbishop Rummel held on and beat Carencro 5-4. So the Raiders win 5-4 over Carencro. 2-0. Breaking ball strike. Boy, he goes to that breaking ball. Even down 2-0. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that was the best slider he's thrown all day. A lot of them have been more arm side half of the plate. That was outer quarter, just above the knee.
There's another strike. Same pitch, same result, 2-2.
And if you're Dara here, you have to be looking for the ball middle away so that you can stay on that slider. He's done it time and time again. He's going to the slider anytime he's gotten into a jam.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. And the pitch, and a swing and a fly ball to center will end the inning. Center fielder coasting under it and putting it away is Isles. The threat ends. No runs, no hits. No errors, 1 left. Brother Martin has left 1 runner on in all 5 innings. Let's take a stretch from Kirsch Rooney at Rex Sherman Field where the lights come on as we speak. And we're tied at 1 in game 2 of this best of 3 series. Crusaders up 1-0, and this one certainly looks like it's going down to the wire. Well pitched game. Both sides impressive. Back to the mound, Tingstrom. Tingstrom taking his warm-up tosses. And here in the bottom of the 5th inning, you'll be working to Isles, Eldridge, and Harper.
Hey, Billy. How you doing, man?
In that kind of game here. 40th anniversary here in 2024. Brother Martin's first state championship, won it in 1984 under Barry Hebert. Won another in 1996 under Mark Wisniewski. And our friend Doggy paying attention as he always does. Great to hear from Brian.
What a guy.
Wonderful guy. He's a heck of a pitcher at Brother Martin and the University of New Orleans. Here's Isles taking a strike. Christian Isles grounded into a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Let's mention the lights on now. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, fly ball center, slicing, should be handled, and it is. My Dara for number 1. You just play shallow, Kirk, and you're going to have to hit a monster shot to get it over anyone's head.
Yeah, I mean, if the one Randall hit earlier didn't get over anybody's head, I don't know if anybody else in this ballpark today has enough power to do so.
Here is Logan Delbridge, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Pitch on the way, showing bunt. He bunts it. Pitcher goes to get it, says, I've got this. And he does, and he's out. Tingstrom takes care of business. 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the 5th, and now Trayton Harper. Interesting if the wind continues like this, because this weekend you've got a big series between number 1 team in the nation, LSU Eunice, against Delgado here in this ballpark. And if the wins like this could change the way things are played in that series.
Well, I would imagine.
With bigger, stronger guys. Swing and a miss. I mean, even those guys with their more mature physicality, you're going to have a really hard time getting the ball out of this bar.
Yeah, and then on the other side, the pitching is better.
It is. There's the 0-1. Ground ball foul, 0-2. Of course, the Dolphins have their ace, Luke Barbier, a Southeast Louisiana commit. I'm sure ready to go. Eunice has had 2 no-hitters pitched this year. They just had one pitched a couple of nights ago.
Wow.
0-2 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Got him. Or did he foul tip it? They're going to say foul tipped it. So
Foul tips it.
just tipped it. Catcher couldn't hold. So
Harper's
a life for Harper.
He's having a rough go of it with this breaking ball that Tingstrom keeps attacking him with. And I was sure they're going to go back to it again. There it is.
Ground ball foul. Holding it 2-2. Tied at 1, bottom of the 5th inning. That's right. Barry Hebert did have the 96 team. He had both those championships. Wiz was the assistant coach of that team. Bill Gallagher pointing it out to me and making sure that I correct that. And I did. And I thank you, Bill. And we appreciate you. Swing and a miss. So and there's a big pump of the fist by the catcher, Prather. What a job by Tingstrom. Sets him down in order here in the 5th. We march on to the 6th. This game is still tied 1-1 here at Gershwini Stadium. That's as good as Tingstrom has looked in that particular inning.
Yeah, he was rolling. That was similar to the 3rd inning that he had. To the 3rd and the 5th, he just cruised through those 2 innings, saving his pitch count. Hasn't had a whole lot of high leverage pitches. You know, for a 1-1 game, this has been a very slow moving, it seems like, 1-1 ball game.
Yeah, I get it. And considering that one team doesn't have a hit in 5 innings, I mean, it's still not been one of those quick pace games as we head to the 6th inning. And now more than ever, you feel like one run will win this game. Let's check out the pitch counts here because that starts to become something you look at. Both pitchers in pretty good shape with the number of hitters they faced in this game. I can tell you the Jesuits still lead St. Paul's 4-1. And it's over. Jesuit just defeated St. Paul's 4-1. A complete game for Everett Denny.
Everett Denny.
For Jesuit.
So Tingstrom is at 68 pitches only. 68 pitches.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side of it, you've got Morrison at 91. So this one is probably going to be his last full inning.
Yeah,
He may get into the 7th, but it will be difficult for him to complete 2 innings.
All right, so you were head coach on this level, and Jeff Lubo certainly knows. Look, they're keeping counts. They know. So if you want to outlast a pitcher, do you have your players being more patient at the plate, maybe taking a pitch?
Certain guys, not Frank Randall.
Well, especially though on a day like today, it doesn't matter how hard you hit the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to play it straight up with the middle of my lineup. Now the back end of the lineup, I might do things a little bit differently, but I'm going to let the middle of my lineup swing the bat. I'm going to let them use their typical approach.
Here's Randall, and there's a strike from Morrison, his 92nd pitch. Randall has fly to center. He's grounded to short. Bat's here to start the 6th inning. Here it comes. Down and out with a breaking ball. Count even at a ball and a strike. And another. Fouled him back. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Outside and low, so it's 2-2. Both catchers do a good job of receiving.
That's that pitch again, right there. That's the one that has been just not given to either guy.
2-2 is hit to left. He hit it well, but again, on this day, when's he going to carry? This one will carry over his head into the wall. On to second is Randall, and there's a guy that can hit it over the head of another player. Randall just did That's a big start to the sixth for Brother Martin. A leadoff double for Randall. Man, I mean, any other day, that ball's gone, Kurt.
Yeah, hanging breaking ball. And he hit that one similar to the ball he hit out to deep left center earlier. But this one he pulled a little bit more right over the head of the left fielder, Tyler Looney. And there was really nothing he could do about that. But as well as he hit that ball, it still barely got to the fence on a couple of bounces.
Now, Cole Navarro, let's see how Brother Martin plays it. They're thinking bunt is Tioga. Navarro 1 for 2 with a base hit. So critical to get that runner to third with less than 2 outs if you're Brother Martin. He is bunting. And he bunts it nicely toward third. Bare hand play, throw to first, good play by the pitcher. Morrison's a good athlete. That's not an easy chance. He made it look pretty easy, but the bunt is successful. And Randall's at third with only 1 out. And Reese Roussel can be the man of the hour.
He pounced off the mound right there, bare-handed pickup and throw, and he did that exactly how you're supposed to do it. When you bare-hand the ball, you have to bare-hand it and just rip it. A lot of guys will bare-hand it, and then they'll pat the glove and then make the throw, and they waste time. The infield is in now with Roussel in the box, the left-hander with the advantage against the right-handed throwing Morrison.
Reese singled and grounded out. Took it high, ball 1. He's had good swings and good looks at this hurler.
If you fall behind Reese Roussel right here, it wouldn't be a bad idea to intentionally walk him. And then
Agreed.
Play the middle back for a double play with Lupo, who's on deck.
Fastball high. They might be thinking in those terms now. It's 2-0.
That's what I would do if I was Coach Montiel in that first base dugout. I don't think I'd mess around with Roussel. He's been seeing the ball pretty good the last 2 games.
2-0 pitch. Good breaking ball. Strike call, 2-1.
They're not giving in, that's for sure.
No.
That was a really good backdoor slider right there. They're not going to give him anything to hit. They're going to hope he can get himself out. Roussel has to be patient here.
Outside and low. Didn't give in. Again, off speed, 3-1. He's just thinking, look, if he swings, he swings.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping. They're hoping they can get him to chase out of the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if you get another backdoor slider here.
And a strike. You got a strike over the inside edge.
Inside slider.
And now it's full 3-2. Big pitch in the game coming.
If he could throw a curveball backdoor after the slider backdoor, it would be a really good pitch here.
Ground ball. Base hit. Run scores. And it's 2-1. Brother Martin takes the lead. Again, that's because the infield's in, Kurt. Hit it toward the 3-4 hole. Both players converge. One got a piece of it because they're drawn in, though. That becomes a very difficult play. It's an RBI single for Roussel, and Brother Martin has a 2-1 lead.
And again, it was the backdoor slider. And all Roussel did was get the barrel to it. He hit it in a perfect spot. The first baseman, Reeves, really just took a swipe at that ball. Couldn't come up with it. If he comes up with it cleanly, they're going to have a play at the plate because Brother Martin they were going on contact right there like they should.
Roussel will be run for by LeBlanc. Corrects LeBlanc. Maurice Roussel was outstanding last year. He hasn't had the year this year that he had last year, but boy, he's looking the part now, isn't he?
He's coming up big at the biggest time of the season, and that's what you're looking for as a coach. You know, try to get your better hitters hot at the right time. Roussel's come through in the clutch last night and this evening.
Now Lupo struck on and walked, took it high, 1-0. Now you start to think about the pitch count. They don't have anyone in the bullpen as of yet.
I think the next guy that's going to come in is probably on the field.
In all likelihood.
I was told it was the second baseman, Arellano. He's a submariner.
Throw to first, runner back.
And he's kind of their stopper.
Another snap throw to first. Hard tag. Runner back. Runner goes, pitches inside, no throw, and a stolen base.
Tough pitch to handle right there
Oh, that's the
by the catcher, Harper.
advantage of the courtesy runner, isn't it?
And that's going to be a pinch runner there. So
Yeah, pinch runner, right.
if Roussel goes back in as the DH in that slot, then LeBlanc is dead the rest of the game.
2-0 pitch. Missing away, 3-0. Lupo will likely look at one here. He has to throw a strike. Does. 3-1.
Taken all the way right there. He didn't have his hands up. He had his hands down by his hips on that pitch. He had no intentions of swinging.
3 balls and a strike. And another on the way. Breaking ball, sharp one, and a strike, and it's 3-2.
3-1 breaking ball right there.
Seen that all day?
He's been doing it all day long. And he's been throwing it for strikes.
So full 3-2. Payoff. Breaking ball away. Boy, he went breaking ball again, and he walked him.
Another slider missed off the plate. 2 walks on the day for Lupo.
I mean, I don't know about throwing breaking ball there. In that situation, I mean, it's different.
They did have a base open, and it does set up the double play.
No, I think you're going to get a pinch hitter here. Brother Martin is going to send up Bronson Lamont, it appears. Lamont is going to hit Bronson at 176. He does have a home run, 3 RBI. So here's Lamont to hit for Prather. Brother Martin looking for some breathing room here with a 2-1 lead.
Big spot for Lamont here. If he can find a gap, he'll give the Crusaders a little bit of cushion.
2 on, 1 out. LeBlanc second. Lupo first. Stretch and the pitch. Fouled. Right side. He went up hacking. It's 0-1.
Lamont hit 176 on the season.
Yeah, with a homer, 3 driven in, as mentioned. He's a sophomore. Another one of the youngsters for the Crusaders.
It's like a big, strong kid.
0-1. Breaking ball down the middle, 0-2.
Tell you what, wish I had $1 for every breaking ball that's been thrown today.
It's got to be right at the limit now for pitches. 0-2 the count. Stepping out, Lamont. On 0-2. Inside move, nothing happening.
This will be pitch 110.
Yeah. Could have another hitter. Depends on outcome here. Likely will, barring a double play. On 0-2, here it is. And he struck him out looking. So Lamont gone on strikes. And now 2 outs. It's important here for Morrison to get out of this. He has one more hitter left in him with his pitch count. That hitter is Brody Shannon, who struck out, and he's been hit by a pitch.
Morrison went to the well once again. Froze Lamont with that slider again. He's really had a good feel for that all game long.
Without a doubt. First one to Shannon. Down and out, ball 1. Jesuit defeated St. Paul's 4-1. Archbishop Rummel defeated Karen Crow 5-4. St. Augustine and John Curtis getting underway now. Check on that. 1 ball, no strikes. And another. Foul back, good cut by Shannon. It's 1-1. I know Archbishop Shaw and E.D. White had a good game going earlier.
That was the best cut Shannon's had today. Just missed it, fouled it straight back.
1-1.
Shaw won 3-0.
3-0 Eagles. So that
Two
forced
shutouts back to
third
back.
in deciding game.
E.D. White shut them out 1-0. They shut E.D. White
Fly
out
ball
3-0.
foul on a play right side. So it's 1-2. That's a great job pitching game 2, whoever threw that game.
That would have been
Ball and 2 strikes.
young man that threw against Romo earlier.
Bayamonte.
Bayamonte, I would imagine. Yep, Bayamonte. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs.
What a
3
job.
walks, 4 strikeouts.
Well, we saw he has no fear. 1-2 the count. With 2 on. Fake move to second without a throw. And the next one. That is high with a breaking ball. So the count is even at 2-2.
Shannon's had some good at-bats today. Been deep in the count every at-bat.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Outside. So now it's full 3-2. This becomes a huge pitch. With runners first and second, 2 outs, they'll be off on the pitch.
Second baseman Ariano playing up the middle a little bit. He is cheating towards the bag to try to keep LeBlanc close at second.
Runners will take off. There they go. And it is ball 4 inside and high. And that's going to do it for this pitcher. He's out of pitches. With the bases loaded, 2 outs in the 6th. Going to have a pitching change. Morrison did a whale of a job, but he cannot go any further, having reached his pitch limit. Should get a nice round of applause. Pitched a really good ball game.
He did everything he could do. He gave his team an opportunity to win this game, and they still have that chance. It's only 2-1, and if Ariano can come in and wiggle out of this jam.
It's on Hill Ariano, who's going to get the ball. It was at second base.
Little
So on
unconventional
Hill
delivery.
takes over the mound, and Morrison stays in the game to play second. So it's Morrison at second, and on Hill Ariano to the mound.
Just an even swap.
Yep.
Ariano 19 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 9 earned runs, 14 walks, 17 strikeouts. Well, he doesn't have any room to put wilts, so he's going to have to throw strikes. He's got a very unconventional delivery. Squats heavy once he comes set, and then he has the low 3/4 slot. Appears like he would be a submariner, but he is not what you call a knuckle dragger at all. It is a low 3/4 slot. He actually comes out of the crouch to deliver the pitch.
Studying him the whole while was Wiltz. Not an easy look for a right-handed hitter. But he'll deal with it here.
Ariano has hit 8 batters this year, and I could see why. I could see why with this type of delivery. So that's not out of the question. So he's offered a lot of free passes. 14-8, 22 free passes in 19
Bases loaded, 2 outs, and he delivers a strike. That's huge to get ahead. It's 0-1.
Got to get ahead. That's the biggest thing for a relief pitcher. Get the batter that they bring you in to face. The first batter is the most important.
The 0-1 slings it outside and low, and it's 1-1. It's not going to come in there very hard.
No, that was the frisbee. Little sidearm breaking ball, as they call the sweeper these days.
Yeah, names change all the time, right?
And all it is a sidearm breaking ball.
1-1 the count, the pitch, and a little chopper to second should end the inning. Play to first, inning over. As Morrison handled that, Crusaders strand the bases loaded, but get the go-ahead run on 2 hits. No errors, 3 left. They've stranded a total of 8 in the game. Bottom of the 6th coming. Ronald Martin now has a 2-1 lead over Tioga. So they got the run there, Kurt, but stranded the bases loaded.
Big run, though, right there. The way Tinkstrom's throwing the ball and the way Tioga has struggled with Tinkstrom, there's no reason to think that one run isn't going to hold up.
Game 3 for Shaw and E.D. White, 1 o'clock tomorrow in Thibodeau. That series tied 1-1.
That's a tough place to play. And Shaw is battling E.D. White.
They really are, and that's always a quality program that the Cardinals have. I think what you're seeing there is the fact that Shaw plays a tough schedule, and it makes a difference. So that's what the Eagles have done this year. The record is always a lie where Shaw's concerned. And I say not always, but the last few years they've played such a tough schedule. Even when you were there, you play the tough schedule early on. Of course, when you were there, they were playing in the District 9 5A. They don't now. And one of the reasons they schedule the way they do now is they're not in that league. So they're trying to build up as many power points as they can by playing tough 5A schools. So the record is always a losing record of sorts.
Right.
But they're better than that.
No question about it. They're battle tested, that's for sure. A couple of years when I was there, we couldn't even play a non-select school. We had to play all select schools. That was a gauntlet to run through. Middle of the week games for us were St. Charles Catholic, Parkview Baptist, St. Thomas Aquinas. We didn't get a break.
Pitches a ball to Looney. It's 1-0. Looney is fly to center. He's grounded out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Scheduled for 7. 2-1 Brother Martin on top. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Tioga. Tingstrom's 1-0. Down the middle, it's 1-1. 70th pitch of the game. One. Inside, 2-1. The line on Morrison, 5 2/3 innings. 6 hits, 2 runs earned. He walked 4, struck out 4, hit 2. Could lose, cannot win. 2-1 is, I guess, outside. Now it's 3-1.
As a hitter, you got to get hit with that breaking ball. That was tight. He skipped out of the way on it.
Might take a pitch here, 3-1. And he got hit there. So it doesn't matter. Would have been ball 4. And that's the last thing you wanted to see if you're Jeff Lupo. After just getting the lead, hit the leadoff man. Lupo wants to say that he leaned into the pitch.
But it was a ball. So
it was a ball.
That's exactly what the umpire told Egan Prather, because Egan was asking for him to stay in the box, but he said it didn't matter because it was
that
ball
pitch was
4.
inside, sure. He's on regardless, and it's the right call. And here is Morrison coming to the plate. We wait. Morrison's looking down to see what sign they give. Will they play small ball in this situation?
Tough call right here, because if you bunt Morrison, you take the bat out of his hands, and then you probably take the bat out of Reeves' hands as well. So,
of course, Tingstrom has handled Reeves thus far, but he's a quality hitter. Morrison, though, their best hitter. Bats, he's going to swing, and took another ball.
He made Morrison look really weak last at bat.
Struck him out, but he walked back in the first. Tying run aboard, nobody out.
Now, what you could do here if you're Tioga is a little hit and run action.
1-0 is going to bunt. He bunts toward third. It's a beautiful bunt. And the throw is not in time, a base hit. What a bunt by Morrison. And it's 2 on, nobody out. And here come the Indians. Can't do it any better than that.
And that breaks up the no-hitter. How about that? A drag bunt single to break up the no-hitter.
Which is the least of Jeff Lupo's concerns right now. As Tioga has to go ahead, run it on base, tying run at second, and nobody out. And likely another bunt coming, even from the cleanup hitter. This is a small ball day. We said that from the beginning. Doesn't matter who the hitter is. Small ball is the way to go today.
You're 100% right. We just may see that.
I would think you would. Not just because of the situation in the game, but because this pitcher has struck this hitter out twice.
Yep. And Navarro did a great job on that bunt. I mean, it was a perfect bunt. He did everything he could.
First and second.
Just a little late.
Nobody out. Gone a bunt. Took it way high. Reeves 1-0 the count.
This is where, as a base runner, you've got to be very careful because Reeves is probably not an experienced bunter. If he bunts through a pitch, Prather is probably going to throw behind the runner at second base. You've got to be careful as a runner here.
1-0. And a wild pitch, and it hit him. It hit him. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. Reeves hit by a pitch. 2 hit batsmen and a base hit and trouble created. It's all by Tingstrom. He's pitched a whale of a game, but he's completely put himself in harm's way here.
Put himself in a trick bag here. Bases loaded, nobody out. 5-hole hitter, Charlie Bakey's,
who's been on both
to the
times.
plate.
He's walked and scored. He's been hit by a pitch, and here comes Coach Lupo. He might make a change as he looked down to the bullpen.
It's either Lesh or Tingstrom.
And I think they're going to make a change. He is going.
Looks
He's
like
calling.
Tingstrom.
He's calling to the bullpen here.
Tingstrom in relief of Tingstrom.
Well, now they waved him back. Jude Tingstrom. They pointed down there, and he started to come in, and then he went back. So maybe not. Jude Tingstrom down there was ready. Long discussion ensues. Brother Martin had the bases loaded in the top of this inning, but that was with 2 outs and couldn't score. Now Tioga with the bases loaded, nobody out, without the benefit of a hit. Remember, they scored. They're running the second without the benefit of a hit. They've just gotten their first hit of the game, as Kirk mentioned, on a drag bunt.
Drag bunt single to break up the no-hitter. Now, with the bases loaded, nobody out, you are still up a run. If I am Coach Lupo, I'm playing my middle back. I'm trying to get 2 for 1 here. I'll give up the tying run.
I agree with you.
But I'm going to try to turn a deuce here, if that's possible.
Yeah, you need to stay out of the big inning, right?
Yeah, I want to limit the amount of damage here. Bases loaded, nobody out, you figure you're probably going to give up 1. But I don't want to give up 2, and if I can get a double play, but now the pitcher is in the windup, which defeats the purpose of playing back because everybody's going to get big jumps.
Checked his swing and strike 1.
When you play for the 2, you need the pitcher to be in the stretch to keep that runner at first at base so he doesn't put so much pressure on the guy in the middle.
Slowly play to first and save. Run scores, infield hit, tied at 2. Still nobody out. Bakey's put it in play. Hit it slowly, infield hit, and we're tied at 2.
Just a weakly hit ground ball off the end of the bat. Another breaking ball, but Bakey's got the bat on it. Slow roller to Shannon. Shannon's got to come a little bit more aggressively on that ball. You knew it wasn't a double play ball, so you can come get that on the run and make that play, but he kind of sat back on it a little bit. Then he struggled getting it out of the glove, and that's what cost him.
The pitch just missed the outside into Malone. He's batted twice, walked twice. Tingstrom in a world of trouble. The 2-hit batters have absolutely killed him. There's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Down and out. And he's working from the windup as well.
Yeah.
Runner's getting a tremendous jump. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes.
And what you have to worry about there as well is if you throw a ball in the dirt and it hits off of Prather, it doesn't have to go as far if he's getting such a big walking lead. I mean, he should be, 25 feet down the line.
Strike call, 2-1.
Ooh, he hasn't given that all game long, and then he finally did. And I'm not saying it was a ball, but he just has not given that pitch all game.
2 balls and a strike. Malone waits. Here's the pitch, and it is ball 3 low. And if you're Malone, you might as well take a pitch here on 3-1. I would. I'd make him throw a strike.
I'm not.
It's not a hitter's day.
I can't make my guy hit 3. I can't make him take 3-1. This should be the best pitch of the game.
You've got 2 hits in the game.
I agree.
Okay.
He's
infield hits. 3-1. He swung at it and fouled it. You happy? It's full 3-2.
I like the aggressiveness there. If I'm hitting and I get a 3-1 take right there,
I can't believe you're saying that.
chapped.
You're a pitcher. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I hit for a long time. And if you take the bat out of my hand,
that's what you called it. You called it hitting.
Well, I tried to hit. So I needed that 3-1 heater.
Payoff pitch, and he struck him out. Quality pitch for out number 1 to get Malone.
And that was a strike.
Now you can play the middle infielder's bat. The batter is Marcos Arellano. And let me say something to you. Don't discount the bunt.
That was the high strike. He's called that one all game long. Case Malone has got to protect there on that pitch.
I'm with you.
Can't let that one go. Now the other one, the 2-0 pitch, that was borderline.
Run on wide receivers is the second round of the NFL draft underway. First pick of the second round, wide receiver Keon Coleman, Florida State.
He's good.
Goes to Buffalo.
Player.
And then Ladd McConkey of Georgia, wide receiver, goes to the Chargers.
Second generational player. Infield still in.
Here we go from the full windup, infield in. And the pitch is high. Well, I'm surprised they're in up the middle. It's 1-0.
Yeah. He's got a young infield with Shannon at short. Maybe
here's
that's
the 1-0 pitch. Fouled. It's 1-1.
Ball was rocketed. Foul over there along the first base side. You got some of the Tioga players are standing. Are they on top? They're standing on top of the dugout bench. That's not a safe place to be.
No, I get it to see everything. It's great, but foul ball. Look out. 1-1 the count. Next pitch on the way. Chopper foul back to the netting. It's 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Tink's got him right where he wants him. Right where he wants him. He's going to throw that slider right here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tie game. Tingstrom from the full windup. And the pitch to Arellano. Struck him out swinging on a good breaking ball for out number 2. Now it's Christian Isles. He has an RBI on a fielder's choice grounder. That was back in the second. He has flied to center, and he's up in a game situation here.
That was it. He went to the money pitch. It's been there all day. Why not, right? Slider down and away. Arellano could not make contact and fight it off. And now everybody's back.
First pitch on the way to Hiles. Swinging a foul. It's 0-1.
If Tingstrom can wiggle out of this jam with only allowing 1 run, he's pulled a Houdini act.
No balls and a strike.
Runner on third.
They're looking over toward the dugout now. He's going to call time. You throw that breaking ball, you have to trust your catcher. And as we've said many times, Prather is a very good catcher.
He is, and that's what I was just getting ready to say. Alex Morrison, the base runner at third base, he's going to be ultra aggressive here. You can book it. If he reads downward angle, he's got to get going. Isles has grounded into a fielder's choice and flown to center.
From the right side, runners lead every base. Tingstrom from the windup with the 0-1. And a breaking ball, fly ball to center. Should end the inning. It does. Caught by Dara. What a job by Blaze Tingstrom. Dug himself a tremendous hole and then proceeded to get the shovel and dig himself all the way back.
He did just that. What a battle right there. Unbelievable job by Blaze Tingstrom to wiggle out of that jam.
So
with a strikeout looking, a strikeout swinging, and a routine fly to center.
In the inning, a run, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. That's 6 left for the Indians. So on to the 7th we go, tied at 2. Ken Trey and Kirk Bollinger. Dan and Matt here today taking care of business. We appreciate them very much. They're enjoying a good one, so are we, and so are you. I know we have a lot of people watching now that were part of games earlier, having gotten some messages here. Mentioned Jesuit a winner, 4-1 over St. Paul's. I know a few of you are watching. Good to have you with us. Rummel a winner, 5-4 over Karen Grove. I know some of you are watching. Good to have you with us. We have friends all over in high places
That
at
sounds
great
good.
schools.
Friends in high places. I was just getting ready to say that. So Brother Martin actually has the edge. We go to the 7th. It's 2-2. Brother Martin's got the edge because they have 2, 3, 4 up in their half of the 7th, whereas the Indians are going to be 9, 1, and 2 in their half of the 7th.
Yeah, it's all about small ball, though. I mean, we've seen the one ball hit over the head of an outfielder. Here is Kropp to lead it off. In the 7th, the pitch, and that is a strike delivered by Ariano. Kropp is singled in 3 trips. No balls and a strike. Here it is. That missed away. It's 1-1. Somehow I knew my friends, John and Gina, would be watching, as they are. Good to have you with us. A whole bunch checking in. Popped him foul out of play. So it's a ball and 2 strikes on Kropp.
So a totally different look here with Arellano as opposed to Morrison. Morrison, heavy breaking ball look, and Arellano more with that two-seam fastball with some late life on it.
1-2. Swinging a liner. That is a foul ball. Just foul. Jeff Lupo, not just. They got the call right. Umpire right on the spot. Credit him. Well, it was about a foot foul, but boy, that was close.
Just hooked it foul. That was a sidearm breaking ball right there from Arellano. Left it out over the plate, but it was a little bit too far in for Kropp to keep it fair. He didn't miss, but maybe by a ball or 2. Wide of the left.
Yeah, about a foot. 1-2 the count. Ready in the pitch, outside and high. So now it is even at 2-2. We're in the 7th, tied at 2. The 2-2. Up and in, 3-2. Kropp battling here. He's had those kind of at-bats. We saw that at-bat from him back in the 3rd inning when he saw 10 pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leading off the 7th, Kropp. Swings and grounds a base hit to right field. Cody Kropp with a beautiful piece of hitting and a beautiful at-bat. Battle to 3-2. Out of portion. You tell hitters all the time, go with the pitch. He went with the pitch.
He certainly did. He evened the count to 3-2, got it to his favor. 3-2 to me is always a hitter's count. Got the fastball middle away, stayed inside of it, boom, base hit.
Do you run him here with a different pitcher? The pitch outside a ball. Not as hard a thrower, so maybe not as quick to the plate. Although that delivery looked pretty quick.
Yeah, I want to give Dara as much green space as possible.
Dara has singled, stolen a base. He's 1 for 3. Runner doesn't go, and a strike to Dara. And it's 1-1.
Especially against a sinker ball type pitcher like this, the best way to hit him is to hit him the other way.
Same
like
way,
Kropp
and
did.
look at the hole.
Yep, exactly.
Right now, it's sitting right there. It's gigantic. It's inviting. It's enticing. It's saying, "Come see me."
And that's why I wouldn't run. I'd keep Kropp right where he is.
On 1-1, ready the pitch. They tried to go that way, but fouled it to the netting, and it's 1-2. Clearly trying to go that way.
Good approach by Dara. That's really how you have to hit these types of pitchers. You try to pull that sinker. You usually wrap around it and top it.
If you're the right-handed hitter, sure.
Correct.
1-2 the count on Dara. Stretch pitch, way outside. So it's even up at 2-2. They got the fine starter, Alex Morrison, out of there after 5 2/3. Ariano in there. Got out in the last half inning with a bases loaded jam.
Not only is the 3-hole in the infield open, but the right center field gap's huge.
Checked his swing on a ball down, and he went around, and he's out on strikes. 1 out.
Home plate umpire took that one himself.
He did.
He isn't even going to ask for help.
Jeff Lupo's going to contest that, but you're not going to.
Yeah, it's too late to ask for that.
Umpire at the plate ruled it a strike immediately. That's it. No discussion. 1 out. Big strikeout recorded by Angel Ariano.
Now you may see Kropp get moving because Frank Randall is not a guy that typically hits the ball the other way. He's more of a pull hitter.
And the left fielder has moved back from his last at-bat, Looney.
And the center fielder shading him pretty heavy to left center field gap as well.
not going. Missed outside, 1-0. The only outfielder that's shallow is the right fielder, Delbridge. 1-0 the count. And he's hit by the pitch. They're going to say he's going to stay at the plate.
Yeah, he leaned into that.
They're going to say he leaned into it. Jeff Lubo's going to argue this.
It's pretty much the same thing we saw a couple weeks ago against Rummel.
He's laughing about it. He tried to take one for the team. Coach Lupo's having his say. He didn't like the strikeout call, and now going to contest this one. Now the umpire's going to talk. Well, I mean, the very fact that he got the home plate umpire to decide to call in the rest of his crew, again, that's his call. I mean, I don't know how you can overturn that. Again, it's his call all the way. It's a judgment call.
You know, those guys are too far away
yes, they are.
To overrule that.
Yep. Coach Lupo's trying to get the third base umpire to explain to him.
You know, and he was going to keep the Tioga batter in the batter's box the previous inning. The reason he didn't was because it was ball 4.
Ball 4. That's right.
So he was consistent with it.
So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch a ball. So officially 2-0, and Coach Lupo is still having his say with the third base umpire.
Ariano should throw some practice.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if
this affects anybody, it's him.
You know, we noted that Ariano does have a tendency to hit batters. 8 hit batsmen in 19 and 2/3 innings.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to run it in there on you.
That is down and out, so it's 3-0. And they're pitching Randall carefully, and you understand why. Good hitter in Navarro on deck.
Well, he's hit
and a hot hitter in Roussel behind him.
He's hit the 2 best balls of the day, the fly out and the double.
On 3-0, Ariano throws low. So he's on anyway, and it's 2 on, 1 out. And now Cole Navarro gets the opportunity.
So it's a moot point with the hit by pitch. They get the free pass anyway. Now you have the go-ahead run in scoring position with good speed in Crop. And Randall runs well, too, at first. Now, as an outfielder, you can't play too deep.
Here's Navarro with 2 on, 1 out.
You want to be able to give yourself an opportunity to throw out a runner at the plate if there is a
strike
single.
call. Big start to this at-bat. 0-1.
And that was that low pitch we hadn't seen called all day long.
Singled in the first, grounded to short in the fourth. Sacrifice bunt in the sixth, 1 for 2. 2 on, 1 out. Arellano pitching. And he missed. Oh, he called it a strike. Just off the plate away, but got the call, and it's 0-2. And now Navarro in the hole. Big strike call there for Arellano.
He just toggled Navarro up and down. I should say down and up in the strike zone.
In other words, you better be swinging. On 0-2. He is, and he rolls it to first. Easy play to the bag. Runners will advance with 2 outs. Navarro rolls out to first, 3 unassisted.
Good decision by Reeves.
All right, so now a decision. You got Roussel at the plate. Do you pitch to him or do you put him on here with the base open?
It's a no-brainer for me. I'm not even thinking about this one.
Roussel's got 4 hits in the 2 games. He's driven in 3 runs.
I'm going righty-righty with his type of sink. I think
looks like he's going to pitch to him. Second and third, 2 outs. Arellano stretching. Time called by the hitter. As mentioned, Roussel has come on strong here of late at the right time of the season. Has a chance to put his team on top here in a big situation. the pitch, down and away. And that's typically what you're going to see from the sidearmers against left-handers. They want to run it away, 1-0.
Yeah, if he's going to get Roussel out, he's going to have to sink it away hard. You don't want to throw that side-on breaking ball. The left-handed batter just gets too good of a look at it, and he can track it all the way in.
Inside, 2-0. So now you think about what you're going to do with this hitter.
I can't believe they're not walking him.
2 balls and no strikes. Here it is. Look out. Wow, great job by the catcher, Harper, to save a run there. It's 3-0.
How did he catch that?
That's a great play.
That was behind Roussel's head, and now at 3-0. I mean, why would you not just...
And that certainly would have resulted in a run. Bullpen busy for the Indians. 3-0 the count from the stretch and to the plate. Strike call, 3-1. He's taking all the way. Three balls and a strike. It's Patton Ferguson throwing in the bullpen for Tioga. On 3-1 the pitch. Fouled and out of play, so now it's full 3-2. That pitch was a pitch down the middle. Couldn't do anything with it. So it's full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good arm side run on that pitch, and Roussel wanted that one back. He was a little bit early on it. Hit that off the end of the bat.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Reese Roussel against Anel Arellano. And the 3-2. And a swing and a foul. We'll do it again.
Good job by Roussel staying alive. Umpire's got a cannon. He just lit up Arellano on the mound. I know one thing, he threw it harder to him than Arellano's throwing it right now.
Count holding 3-2. And here it is. And a ground ball to short. To a knee, gets up, has time, throws, picked by the first baseman, Reeves, who pumps his fists. And the celebration from Tioga out of a jam in the inning. No runs and a hit, no errors, 2 left. Brother Martin has left runners in every inning of this game. 10 left on base. That's something they might really regret later as we go to the bottom of the 7th. This game remains tied 2-2. A lot of traffic, a lot of chances for the Crusaders, Kirk. They just can't produce that big hit.
Yeah, timely hitting. It's of the essence in these big games. That's how you win big games. 2 out hits, clutch hitting. We've seen the clutch pitching. They're getting that. But the clutch hitting has eluded the Brother Martin Crusaders thus far. And I tell you what, that was a big-time pick by Reeves over there at first base. Ground ball hit to Arellano. Marcus Arellano at short slipped in his attempt to field the ball. Fielded it cleanly, lost his footing, and then skips it over to first base. But Ryan Reeves up to the task with the short hop pick at first base to save the go-ahead run.
Tied at 2, bottom of the 7th inning. Blaze Tingstrom still out there. Allowed 2 runs on just 2 hits. It's been the control that's gotten him in trouble. 2 walks in the 2nd led to a run. 2 hit batsmen in the 6th led to a run. But then he pitched out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Kind of thought that might propel the Crusaders to something big in the 7th. They had a chance, couldn't score. And now, Logan Belbridge will lead it off. Belbridge is struck out, grounded out.
If Brother Martin wins this game, Tioga is going to look back at that 6th inning and know that they squandered a golden opportunity.
There's a bunt to the 3rd baseman. Play to first, high throw, tag made. 1 gone on 1 pitch. Good job by Lupo on a throw from Navarro.
Interesting decision right there by Delbridge to bunt. Navarro was basically shaking hands with him. He was playing so far in at 3rd base, and he attempted it anyway.
You want to make them catch it and throw it, right?
High throw by Navarro, but Luba did a good job coming off the bag to make the tag.
Traden Harper takes it down, ball 1. He's Grounded out and struck out twice.
He has not looked good against Tingstrom so far today.
There's a fast strike. It's 1-1.
He's been caught in between. He's been early on the breaking ball, late on the fastball.
1-1. Breaking ball sits high. It's 2 balls and a strike.
You know, if you go into extra innings, you got to believe that Brother Martin's got the edge pitching-wise.
Foul back to the netting. It's 2-2.
Looking at the statistics, but it doesn't mean anything. You still got to go out there and make the pitches.
I think anyone that throws strikes today has the advantage. I mean, it's a tough day for offense in this ballpark. 2-2 the count. It's a big park to begin with.
Here comes your slider.
Here's the 2-2. Swinging a foul. Holding at 2-2. We talk about it all the time. This is a college ballpark. It's 325 down the lines, 370 to the gaps, and 400 to center field. It's major league dimensions.
Big time dimensions, and it's hard for high school players to hit it out of here.
2-2 is ripped down the third base side fair. Rounding first and stopping there with a long single on the play is Harper. Boy, that's a great job by Kropp to get over toward the line and keep him to a single on what looked like a short double.
Well, that's what happens when you're playing shallow like they are because of the wind. He was able to get over there pretty good shape. You got to remember, though, Harper's a catcher, and he kind of runs like a catcher. Did a good job of adjusting to the breaking ball that at bat, and he snuck it down the line past Navarro.
That's the first base hit to leave the infield in this game for Tioga. And now the potential winning run is on with 1 out. And here is Tyler Looney. Hit by a pitch, scored a run in the 6th to tie the game. He's flied out, grounded out. Stretch pitch. Called a ball. Pretty good looking pitch.
I'm surprised they don't have a courtesy runner running for Harper.
I was just looking for.
He's not a great runner, and you get the freebie. I don't know why you wouldn't take advantage of it.
They know their team better than we do. 1-0 the count.
I suppose. It's 4 stolen bases.
Stretch pitch. And there's a ground ball left side. That's a base hit. Runner around second. He's on his way to third. The winning run is going to be 90 feet away for Tioga. Looney comes through with a base hit. And runners end up at the corners with 1 out. And now the best hitter on the team, Alex Morrison, has a chance to win it for the Indians.
You hate to see that happen to Navarro. He actually would have been better off not putting a glove on that. He tried to make the pick on the in-between hop. It hit off the heel of his glove. Shannon, who was breaking towards the 5-hole, overran the play after it ricocheted off the glove, and that's what allowed Harper to reach third base. If that ball just goes through the infield cleanly, he's going to have to hold it second.
The odds for Morrison are great. He's the best hitter on the team. He singled and walked and struck out, and he's got a lot of hitting room because the infield's got to come in everywhere. Is Brother Martin going to play 5 infielders? They're looking around. Doesn't look like it. They had moved the second baseman over toward the middle of the field. They're talking about it. Look where the second baseman is playing.
They're playing a hard pull.
Winning run at third, 1 out. They are going to bring in the 5th infielder, as I suggested.
Dara.
So Dara's coming in, and I think it's the right move. I really do.
I don't disagree one bit.
You know, you pinch towards center in the outfield, you play shallow, and if the ball comes to you, well, you got to throw at the plate. Otherwise, on the infield, you've got to stop the ball from getting through. They switch gloves to give him an infield glove, Dara. So they do switch gloves. Of course, you know, he's playing infield quite a bit. Played third base last night.
I mean, all of your best base stealers, your faster runners, it appears, we don't know Tioga's roster all that well, but it looks like all of the better runners are in the game.
Would you think about putting him on and pitching the Reeves? Morrison waits, stretching the pitch, breaking ball, called a ball. Catcher wanted it, no call. 1-0.
Personally, I wouldn't. What I would try to do,
struck out Reeves twice.
Right. What I would try to do is I'd try to get him out. Then I would walk Reeves to get to the other right-hander behind Reeves.
1-0 the count. The pitch. Morrison hits it in the air. This is very shallow. Left fielder there. He's got it. Runner tags won't come. Big out. And 2 gone. got a big out getting Morrison. Now the situation you just mentioned comes into play. Do you pitch to Reeves?
I don't. I walk Reeves because they just played right into what I wanted to do.
Well, and they're going to do it right away. So they're putting Reeves on right now. So Reeves passed intentionally, loads the bases with 2 outs. Here's Bakey's. He had the infield base hit RBI in the 6th, and they haven't gotten him out yet. He's walked and scored, been hit by a pitch, has the RBI single. He has a chance to walk it off here. With the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, Tingstrom will work from the full windup. Now he steps off, looking at the dugout. Got to make sure you don't balk here. Now he'll toe the rubber. Working from the full windup. First pitch on the way. It's high and away. First pitch so important, and it's 1-0.
He went to the fastball. He missed with the fastball. Typically, he's come back right with the slider to get back into the count.
1-0 pitch. That is a strike. It is 1-1.
That was a fastball right on the inside corner. Big pitch right there by Tingstrom.
1-1 pitch. Strike called. Had to wait for it, but it's a strike, and it's 1-2. What a setting here. What a game we had.
Tioga fans did not like that call. I don't know why. That looked like it was right down Broadway.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. It is a ground ball to second. Easy hop. Throw to first. We're going to extra innings, and again, Tingstrom pitches out of an unbelievable jam for the second straight inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left for the second straight inning, and now 9 left for the Indians. Free baseball here in New Orleans, in Lakeview. On to the 8th, Game 2, Select Division 1, tied at 2.
You can't say enough about Tingstrom. Blaze Tingstrom has pitched one heck of a game out there for Brother Martin. He's been in trouble quite a few times today. He has not wavered. He has battled, and he has come through with big pitch after big pitch after big pitch.
I mean, 2 straight innings to get out of a bases-loaded situation. Back to the mounding is Angel Arellano. Some game. Arellano here in the 8th. Getting ready to go back to work. And here in the 8th inning, he'll face Jack Lupo to lead it off. Lupo talking to Harper like, hey, man, this is pretty fun, isn't it? Yeah. It's fun when you're 16, 17,
Oh, it's
15,
awesome.
18, whatever.
This is what high school baseball is all about.
Here's Lupo, who's walked twice. He has struck out. The pitch is low for ball 1.
I'm surprised that the Brother Martin side isn't as full. I guess because it was an earlier game. I guess if we go Game 3, it might get a little deeper in there.
1-0 is slung way outside. It is 2-0.
Obviously, Tioga, those fans have to come a long way.
2 balls and no strikes.
Up around Alexandria.
Taking all the way, it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. And another. Just missing. Catcher wanted it, and it's 3-1. Pitcher wanted it too, understandably.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. Not sure where that one missed. But it runs the count 3-1 in favor of Lupo.
And inside and high, and a leadoff walk. Brother Martin has the go-ahead run on with nobody out. And the bunt is in play, and a visit to the mound. And Coach Montiel. Prather coming to the plate. He'll go talk to his coach. And we're going to get a pitching change. So Arellano is going to depart. They had bullpen action a couple times with Patton Ferguson, and it will be Patton Ferguson who's coming in. So Ferguson taking over. Patton Ferguson, a sophomore, becomes the third pitcher of the game for Tioga. Mariano able to go an inning and a third. Gave up a hit, no runs to this point. He's responsible for the runner on base. Charged with a couple of walks, including the one we just saw, and a strikeout to his credit. And now, Patton Ferguson into the game. He's pitched a lot this year, the most on the staff. 14 appearances. I got 11 out of the bullpen, and he's 2-0. 29 in the third innings pitched on the year. 19 hits, 11 runs, and 7 earned. He's hit 3 batters. Walked 24, that's the problem. 18 strikeouts in the 29 in the third innings. Again, their big strikeout pitcher and maybe their best pitcher, Brady Martin, injured. Back injury, unable to pitch. That's really hurt their team, just unable to go in this series.
I would think that Ferguson would have been the starter had this game going 3, had this series going 3. So they're probably deep into their bullpen and pitching staff at this point.
Got to think bunt here with Prather. Squares, bunts it. Well done, pitcher. Thought about it. Goes to first. Sacrifice works. 1-3. Runner in scoring position, 1 out.
Good job by Prather getting that bunt down. He's a good bunter. We've seen him do that several times. So good bunt.
His technique's good.
Yep. Moves him over. He learned that from that coach, Scott Frazier.
Scott's a great guy. Here is Shannon. And that's high. Breaking ball. If Shannon is fanned, he's been hit by a pitch, he's walked. He has a chance to put his team on top. 3 RBI on the season for the freshman. Runner second, 1 out. Pick-off move, runner back. It's Caden Timothy at second base for Brother Martin. So Timothy is running at second base. Malupo. Shannon ready. So is Ferguson, and he delivers a strike. Count is 1-1. Taking all the way. So Timothy, the runner at second. We're in the 8th, tied at 2.
This is only Timothy's 3rd game.
Here it is. Breaking ball strike, front door breaker, and that puts Shannon in the hole 1-2.
Tough pitch right there for Shannon to deal with. Looks like it's a ball all the way, and then it nicks the inside corner.
And he struck him out.
Same pitch.
No question. Good pitch by Ferguson, and out number 2, and it takes a 2-out hit from Wiltz. Stan Wiltz has been hit by a pitch, scored a run. He's grounded out twice and had a sacrifice, so he's 0 for 2. He's driven in 15. Both teams have had enormous chances, in particular in the latter innings, and haven't been able to put the big one out there. Can they get it now? Wiltz waits. Ferguson, stretch pitch, big breaker down and out, ball 1. Got that 12-6 action. 1-0 the count.
And we know they're not afraid to throw the breaking ball behind in the count. They'll throw it at any point in time.
Timothy leads at second. 1-0 the count. Ready now. Pitch on the way. Down and out. 2-0. Favorable count for Stan Wiltz. The 2-0. Breaking ball. Got the call. High strike. 2-1.
Top of the zone, breaking ball. Again, it's a tough one to pull a trigger on. It looks like it's going to be way up, and it just bites the top edge of the zone.
2 balls and a strike. Ready once again. stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, liner, caught by the shortstop, Arellano. And Indians get out of it here in the 8th. With no runs, no hits, a runner stranded. Brother Martin keeps the streak alive. They've left at least one runner on base in every inning of this game. 11 runners overall. Bottom of the 8th coming. Still tied 2-2 here at Reg Sherman Field, Coach Rooney Stadium, where we're going to see a new pitcher for Brother Martin. Jude Tingstrom is going to take over for Blaze Tingstrom, who did a great job here for the Crusaders this evening. A ton of credit to Blaze. Oh man, you talk about getting out of some massive jams. He was able to do that. Some of it his own doing, but he did it. He got out of these jams, Kirk, and just did a terrific job.
Yeah, he pitched himself into some jams, but he also pitched himself right back out of those jams. A fantastic job of just competing and battling, never giving in. Even when he was behind an account with the bases loaded, he was still able to come in there and make some quality pitches, especially with the breaking ball. Just a fantastic job.
You look at the performance by Blaze Tingstrom, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs earned, walked 3, struck out 7, hit 3 batters. Cannot win or lose because now it belongs to Jude Tingstrom. Sound familiar? He's a junior, the left-hander, Jude Tingstrom, taking over. He's made 8 appearances. 6 have been starts. He's 2-1 with a fine 2.84 earned run average in 32 innings. He's allowed 33 hits, 17 runs, 13 of which have been earned. Has walked 17, struck out 15. He's hit 4 batters. He's given a home run. And he comes in with the game on the line here. Trying to extend this game. The Indians have other ideas. Here's Case Malone, who's walked twice and struck out. And a strike called. It's 0-1.
It's a little bit different look here. One Tingstrom from the right-hand side, the other Tingstrom from the left-hand side. Stuff's a little bit different.
Smashed up the middle, a base hit. Case Malone rips a single to center, and the potential winning run is aboard with nobody out.
Well, we've seen Blaze Tingstrom pitch out of jams. Jude might have to pitch out of a jam right here. Leadoff single by Malone. Now, he does have quite a few stolen, but he's got 16 swipes
He can run
on the year.
But the bunt is certainly in play, especially with a lefty pitcher on the mound.
Left-handed pitcher ought to be able to keep him close, and that's a pretty good lead he's already
Yeah, he
got.
had assumed a big one. Marcos Arellano at the plate. He already has a sacrifice bunt in this game. That came back in the second, and it led to a run. They're crashing from second as well. Going to bunt, and he stabs at it and doesn't get it. It gets a piece of the catcher.
I would slug bunt so big right here with that much movement.
We see this strategy from John Curtis all the time, crashing the second baseman.
And we as hitters were always instructed, if you see more than one guy crash, it's automatic default slug bunt.
No balls and a strike. Gonna bunt, and this time he lays off, snap throw to first, runner back.
He might have offered at that. That was really close. Real close. Prather was asking for an appeal.
Yeah, he was. Didn't get the call.
They didn't appeal it.
Nope, 1-1.
He pulled that back really
I don't
late.
think the first base umpire was watching. I think he's watching the play at first.
Sorry.
1-1 the count. Second baseman crashes. Gonna bunt. Bunts it to the second baseman. Bobbles. Has to go to first for the out. He might have had to play at second, but because of his haste, he bobbled it, and that cost the play. And now the winning run is in scoring position. It's a sacrifice bunt. 1 gone here in the 8th.
That's why that's a difficult play for the second baseman, because not only does he have to field it, he's got to make a 180 and a long, accurate throw to second base. That's why I don't. It's too much movement. It leaves too many gaps in that infield. I would have been slug bunting. I'm not giving up an out right there if they're moving that much.
A base hit could win it. Isles is 0 for 3, a ground out and 2 flyouts to center, but the ground out produced a run. Back in the second inning. From the stretch, Jude Tingstrom to the plate. fouled. He had a good cut at that one. It's 0-1.
With the outfielders playing so shallow, it's going to be very difficult to score from second base on a base hit. You know, you got a good arm in right. We've seen Frank Randall. He's a pitcher. He's got a good arm. Dara's a pitcher. He's got a really good arm. And then you've got Crop out there in left field. We saw that arm on the shallow fly ball an inning ago.
On 0-1. Check of the runner. Here is the pitch, and it's a high fastball laid off. Count is even at 1-1.
Malone's not getting a real big secondary lead. Shannon's in early, but then he's out fairly quick. At shortstop, hold him on. I would prefer to have Wilt holding him on. I don't want to give away that 5-hole over there.
1-1 the count. Fastball didn't get the call. And high strike has been there. Wasn't there on this occasion. It's 2-1. Saints have made their pick in the second round. More on that in a moment. 2-1 to count the pitch. Ground ball left side. Tough chance. Deep short. Gonna try to throw him out. And he does. What a job on both ends. By Shannon on the back front end and by Lupo on the back end on the pick. 2 outs.
What a pick by Lupo. He may have just saved the game. He may have just saved the game. Shannon went deep in the hole, and that's why I wanted Wiltz holding the runner on at second for exactly that reason. Wiltz was holding him on. Shannon makes a good backhanded stop, skips it across. That was a tweener hop for Lupo. He did a great job of making the pick there, and like I said, may have just saved the game.
Logan Beldridge to the plate. He has a chance to be a hero. He's fanned, grounded out twice. New Orleans Saints pick Kool-Aid McKinstry, the cornerback out of Alabama, in the second round.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is cool. He can play.
Alabama don't have too many that can't. Right? It's a pretty good program.
Got a pinch hitter here. That's going to be Matthew Taylor's going to hit for Beldridge.
And that is not Kool-Aid McKinstry. Pinch hitter.
Matthew Taylor gets a chance for Tioga. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Out in front, it's 0-1.
Buggy whipped that one foul. Fastball middle in. He was ready.
Taylor at 247. He's got 12 RBIs on the season. Up there with a chance to win it. Runner at second base, Malone with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Taylor waits. Here is the pitch from Tingstrom and a swing and a foul. First base side, it is 0-2.
Kind of surprised that the runner at second baseman, Malone, is not getting a bigger lead than he is. Wiltz has given up on it because now they're just protecting. So he's pretty much playing straight up. Shannon's in the hole. And watch his secondary. It's very...
There goes the runner. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. High fastball. Well, so much for not getting a lead. He took off there.
He was rolling on that one. He changed things up a little bit. And that's what I was saying. They weren't paying him a whole lot of attention over there. He should have been getting off a lot more.
Taylor swung at a high fastball.
He's aggressive. This would be a perfect time to pull a string on him.
Holding it 0-2. Time call. Sign given. And an inside move with no throw. And you knew that was coming after the attempted steal.
The early break.
Taylor waiting. Tingstrom getting the sign. Ready now. And pitching. And outside. Outside, off the plate, 1-2. Another Martin fans wanting it, but that pitch was off the plate.
Yeah, Prather set up about, he might have set up 3 or 4 inches into the left-handed batter's box. He hit a spot, but it was definitely off the plate.
Ball and 2 strikes. Tingstrom steps off. This is Jude Tingstrom after Blaze Tingstrom went the first 7. Ready, the lefty, brings it. Curveball and no call. The high strike has been there all afternoon. It's not there now. I'm a little befuddled by that because we praised him for being consistent.
It was such a good curveball, he fooled everybody, including the umpire.
Tingstrom took a walk beyond the mound. He's got to remain composed here. On 2-2. And it popped up right side. Should be out of play. Over near the dugout it is. So it holds at 2-2.
Can't believe that wasn't called a strike. Holy cow. The perfect pitch by Tingstrom. He's walking off the mound.
Now we got the first base umpire talking to the coach at first base. Now all the coaches are going to confer with the first base umpire. I'm not sure what this is about here, Kurt.
Yeah, unless it was some unsportsmanlike
Might have
comments.
been, yeah, just telling somebody to get off the field or stay in the dugout or I don't know.
A little trash talk, maybe.
I'm not sure. Not sure. We're just speculating. We're not out there. We're inside in our broadcast position at Kirsch-Rooney Stadium. So anything we guess is just a guess.
Yeah, we're assuming.
Right. Conversation's complete, whatever it was. I don't think anything's changed. Taylor with a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs. And the potential winning run at second base. On 2-2. Stretch, pitch, popped him up. Playable. Third baseman, shortstop. Who wants it? Third baseman makes the catch. Navarro. Threat ends here with no runs and a hit. No errors. Another runner stranded. That's 10 left by Tioga. Well, it's baseball, so you're supposed to play 9 innings.
It's true.
Let's go to the 9th. Tied at 2.
Good point right there.
Why not? Just another baseball game, right? Not so much. This one's got that feel to it. It's pretty.
This is playoff baseball.
Yeah, you bet, man.
And if you didn't have that feeling coming into this game, I think Blaze Tingstrom made you feel it by pitching out of those tight spots that he got himself in a couple of times throughout this game. But again, can't say enough about his toughness.
So on to the 9th we go. Tied at 2. Both teams, tremendous opportunities, but unable to take advantage. Leadoff man on for both teams. So much. Last 3 innings for Tioga. Last 2 innings for Brother Martin. Here in the 9th, Brother Martin has Cody Kropp to lead it off. He's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Facing Ferguson. Takes it away, ball 1. Lost his cap out there. Must have threw it so hard he lost his cap.
He's got a lot of hair.
Fix it.
He's got a lot of hair. I think that's what caused that hat to pop off. So now, Brother Martin has
1-0. Down and out, 2-0.
I was going to say they have the edge, but it's 2-3-4 for Brother Martin. 1-2-3
Yeah, I don't think there's any edge
Tioga.
there.
So not much of an edge.
2-0 pitch on the way. Ball 3. So Kropp's got to take a pitch, if not 2 in this situation. With good hitters behind him.
Like that 3-1 take, don't you?
And on a day like today, are we watching the same game? Nobody's hitting the ball. Nobody's scoring. I think it's I like a take in this situation. He's on.
There's your walk.
I think it's conditioned. It depends on the game, and it depends on the conditions, and it depends on the pitchers. Tonight, absolutely. Why in the world would you swing at a 3-1 pitch in this game under these circumstances?
I'm gonna differ on that opinion.
Well, you've seen the result. Runner at first, nobody out. Now that they bunt Dara or let him swing away. He's 1 for 4 with a single. He's lined out, flat out, struck out. Stretch, long look, gonna swing, takes a ball. And of course, when the pitcher's thrown 4 straight balls, we don't need to give up an out here.
Now you can take with 5 straight bad ones.
Thank you.
You can take a strike here.
Look,
And just
if the
because
situation's
it's 3-1
different,
doesn't mean you have to swing.
if it's hitting conditions, totally different. If it's pitchers that aren't pitching as well, totally different. But today, with these pitchers and these conditions, with the hits we've seen, which are few and far between, and oh, by the way, some of them are the infield variety.
A lot of them are the infield
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, my point is just because it's a 3-1 count doesn't mean you have to swing, though. You know, you've got to be very, very selective. You're looking for something you can absolutely powder,
Yep.
not swing at a borderline pitch, obviously.
Holy Savior Menard leads Fisher 5-0 going to the 4th. We'll check that John Curtis St. Augustine game for you. Nice tweet by Lenny Van Gilder. Comes up with a picture of the Kool-Aid man.
Yep.
Good move. Way to go, Lenny. All right, here's Ryan Darrow. 1-0 the count. Visit complete. You always saw a strike after the visit, right? He swings at it and fouls it. So much for that. He throws a breaking ball and he swings at it, and it's 1-1.
That was probably in, too.
It did not look like a strike.
John Curtis is leading 5-4, bottom of the 3rd. St. Aug has a runner on first base with 1 out. Actually, now a runner on second base with 1 out.
1-1 the count. The pitch to Dara, way outside. Again, not a second guess. I think you had to make him throw a strike here.
Well, there I would have definitely been taken.
So it's 2-1. Could well have been 3-0.
Should be 3-0.
2 balls and a strike. Ready the pitch, and that's low. So again, he hasn't thrown one in the zone yet. It's 3-1.
No, he could easily have runners on first and second and nobody out. And this is where I was mentioning earlier that I think Brother Martin, the longer this game goes, the edge goes to Brother Martin because they have a deeper pitching staff.
3-1 the count. And he swings and ropes a base hit to left. He got a pitch up in the zone, hammers it to left, 2 on, nobody out. It's a clear bunt situation, but you've got your best hitters up. So I don't think he's bunting. I think he's going to let Randall swing away. He doubled to the wall earlier. He's walked, and he's 1 for 3. But I love the fact that we can talk about and debate it.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, you understand it in this situation.
The way Brother Martin has been pitching and the way Tioga has not been swinging the bat very well, you give yourself 3 opportunities to drive in that go-ahead run. I'm not giving away an out here, and then they can walk a guy, set up a double play. I'm going to let Frank Randall do his thing. Got good speed on the bases.
The pitch on the way, going to swing, and he swings and hits it a mile high to left. Left fielder over toward the line, and he's going to run out of room. It's up in the bullpen area of Delgado, near the hitting shack, which now has brick facade. By the way, the great bullpen built by Delgado here, too, with facing the field with the benches and the covered area.
And they filled in all the area over there in the foul territory or in out-of-play territory. It was all concrete now. It used to be grass.
0-1 the count. Well, of course, that's all with the new construction. Check of the runners, 0-1 the count. Pickoff moved to second. Runners back. Hard swipe tag. Applied. As you mentioned, you've got speed aboard with Prop at second. Dara at first. Nobody out. Seen these teams have both had a lot of chances like this, but haven't been able to get it done.
If you're Brother Martin, the biggest thing you have to do is not run yourself out of an inning. Got to be careful on a line drive.
On 0-1. Here it comes. Going to bunt now, and he stabs at it and pushes it foul. That did not work. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Curious that they switched off there, and now he's in the hole 0-2. West Monroe 6-1 over Chalmette going to the 5th inning. Trying to sweep that series up north.
Yeah, that's a tough trip for Chalmette. West Monroe's very, very good year in, year out.
Yeah, Rebels took game 1 12-0.
Even with the good pitching that Chalmette has.
0-2 the count. And the pitch. Breaking ball high. 1-2 to Randall. So Randall's got 2 good jobs to do here. 1, drive in a run, game winner. 2, advance a runner with less than 2 outs.
He just wants to put it in play right here.
On 1-2, the pitch to Frank. And he swings and grounds at the third, off the third baseman. Everyone is safe, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Tough hop. Randall hit it hard, infield hit, bases loaded, nobody out for Cole Navarro.
Ball was hit pretty hard, topped it down the third baseline. Third baseman did a good job of getting there, trying to make the backhand pick on the short hop, but it hit off the heel of his glove and it bounced just far enough where he couldn't corral it and get back to the bag in time to get the force out on Crop and or throw across to retire Randall.
Infield comes in, bases loaded, no outs. Stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball missed away. Navarro is singled, he's sacrificed, he's 1 for 3. And you love seeing him up there in this situation if you're Jeff Lupo.
Yeah,
the way he's performed.
He's been putting the bat on the ball all year long for him.
1-0. Breaking ball beat on the ground is short. The throw home is on the money. He's out. So he cannot get the job done. 1 out, and now it's up to Reese Roussel.
Curveball. Navarro beat it into the ground right at Arellano at short. He secured it through a strike.
So now they're asking the coach whether we should play back up the middle or not. Second baseman Morrison asking Coach Montiel. It looks like they're going to stay in at all 4 spots. That is beneficial to Roussel. He's singled twice. He's 2 for 4. Game on the line. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch to Reese is high for ball 1.
Yeah, big gamble here. I mean, it's a tough situation to be in.
Especially for a guy that's put it in play every time and has hit the ball on the ground.
Right. You don't want to give up 2. You could probably give up 1 and maybe have a chance. You give up 2, you're probably going to be dead in the water.
Here's the 1-0. That's way high, and it's 2-0. That one slipped out of his hand. He wipes his hand and says, I need a new ball.
It's the ball's fault, for sure.
Without a doubt. It's never the pitcher's fault. You know that.
Tough spot right here.
You never made a bad pitch, and it was never, ever your fault. It was all about the hitters made.
Didn't go that far.
The hitters just did great. You made your pitch, right?
Not all the time.
2-0 the count. I'm trying to help you. Stretch in the pitch. And a swing and a line drive into the gap. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. Another runner for third. Save. 2-run double. Reese Roussel gives Brother Martin a 4-2 lead.
Big double by Roussel right there. Ferguson falls behind in the count. He had to come into the strike zone. And we've seen Roussel do it this entire series. He's been probably swinging the bat as hot as anybody. Laces that one into the left center field gap, plating 2, and giving the Brother Martin Crusaders a 2-run lead here in the top of the 9th inning.
And a chance to add on here because that is 2 more in scoring position with only 1 out for Jack Lupo. Stretch in the pitch. Breaking ball high. This is big for both teams because 2 runs is still gettable. You get another run or 2 here, and it's going to be extremely difficult for Tioga.
Any more insurance is going to be curtains. Like we said, Brother Martin's probably got the edge right now with the pitching staff. Having had Navarro throw a complete game last night.
Lupo takes a strike. Good curveball. 1-1.
Only having to use 2 pitchers today so far. So they've still got plenty of arms locked and loaded down there in the bullpen.
1-1 the count. Here's the next one on the way. Lupo swings and hits it to second, and a run is going to score. Second baseman couldn't handle it. Second run for the plate. He will score. Brother Martin opens this game up with a 2-run single delivered by Lupo, and it's 6-2, and that's a direct result of the infield being in.
It is, and Morrison, he's got to do a better job of getting in front of that. He bailed on that ball, and that allowed it to get through. You're going to give it a hit. But that ball was played into a hit, in my opinion.
Yep.
He's got to give a little bit better effort with the game on the line right there, because now it's a 4-run lead.
6-2 game. Still only one out. Here's Prather. And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Prather's walked, sacrificed, 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hit hard. Base hit left field. Boy, when it rains, it pours, right?
Yeah, it looks like the wheels are falling off now for the Tioga Indians. I just think they've run out of gas and they've run out of arms.
5 hits in the inning for Brother Martin. Put the ball in play, hit the ball hard, good things happen. And Jimmy Gabriel will run at first base. Gabriel to run at first.
Roussel with three of the 6 RBIs today.
He's come up huge.
At least that's what I have him for. He may have a 4.
Tyler Looney is the next pitcher of the game. Roussel has 3 RBIs. Tyler Looney will come on to pitch. He is the 4th pitcher of the game for Tioga. As Ferguson got through 1 inning unscathed but couldn't get through the second. And now we get Looney on. Looney's made 12 appearances, 9 out of the bullpen. He's 2-3. The earned run average 4.56. 21 in the 3rd innings. He's given 19 hits but 18 walks. 14 earned runs. He's hit 8 batters as well. Struck out 22.
They've hit a lot of batters.
Yes, sir.
Not afraid to pitch in, apparently.
Exactly.
I like that. I'm all about pitching. You got to pitch in responsibly, but you have to pitch in.
So Ferguson departs, pitcher of record. Brother Martin trying to make this easier and easier for Drew Tingstrom. Giving him a 4-run lead now. He's the pitcher of record on the upside as we speak, and the Crusaders aren't done yet. Here's Brody Shannon, who has fanned twice, walked, been hit by a pitch. Pitch is away, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Shannon. 6-2 Brother Martin here in the 9th inning. 4 runs home in the frame. The pitch, down and out, 2-0.
Pulled that fastball way out of the zone.
Two balls, no strikes on Shannon. Runners away first and second. Here it comes. That's high and away, 3-0.
Tioga's begging for a double play ball. Brother Martin.
We're just looking for anything positive right now.
Yeah.
Tioga, the way the innings unfolded. There's a strike, 3-1. $12 hits now for Brother Martin, which is amazing considering the way the game's gone. That's ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. 9th batter to hit in the inning is Stan Wiltz. So here's Wiltz. Wiltz has been hit by a pitch, scored. He is 0 for 3. He's had a sacrifice as well. From the stretch to the plate. That is a strike. No balls and a strike. Took it away, 1-1.
Infield's it back in. They've given up the opportunity to turn to 2 in the middle. against Wiltz. Wiltz is a good runner. He's hard to double up anyway. I don't like losing so much range.
1-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. Down, good take, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike, and a swing and a foul. It's 2-2.
Wiltz would like to have that one back. Just missed that one.
Well, I got to believe that Kirk talks to a winner here. It's going to be Reese Roussel who would be the guy. I mean, he's not just in this game, but both games of the series. I mean, he's got 5 hits in the series, and he's driven in 5 runs in the 2 games.
Absolutely.
2-2 the count.
Definitely swinging the hottest bat for the Crusaders right now.
And the pitch. Down and out, 3-2. And again, you can talk about the fact that, not necessarily the year you wanted in terms of batting average, but boy, have you come on at the right time. Let's talk about that. What have you found? What is it that you found?
That's what it's all about.
To do the damage here. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. He swung at it. Fly ball to right. Toward the line. Right fielder catches it. Runner's going to tag. Throw to the plate is not in time. Run scores. Sac fly. And the lead is 7-2. As Welts gets the run home. Job well done. And on the play, Gabriel gets the third, and now Crop bats. He started this big inning with a walk.
Leadoff walk. There it is, right?
You said it.
Seen it so many times, especially at this level.
Runners lead from the corners with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Showed bunt, took a ball, 1-1. Call that a strike? Did he really?
Yes.
You serious?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So be it. 0-2.
That one curved around the plate. You may want to get to the next frame.
No balls, 2 strikes. Crop has other ideas. Took this one outside. The runner gets in a pickle between first and second. Wants the catcher to look him back. Throws to the shortstop at second. Runner breaks to the plate. He's going to score. The double steal works for Brother Martin, and it's 8-2. Gabriel scores. Pickle play worked, Kurt.
Delay steal. Shannon gets hung up purposely, and the catcher Harper throws it through, all the way through, and Ariano's throw was on time, but it was offline, and that allowed the 8th run of the game for Brother Martin to score. And this one is starting to get out of hand.
1-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over, but some inning here for Brother Martin as they really open this game wide open with an excellent job done here as they simply went to work and did the job, scoring 6 runs in the inning, and that puts them ahead 8-2 going to the bottom of the 9th inning. So a lot of room to work with for Jude Tingstrom. Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a huge cushion. He's just got to go right after these guys. No walks, no free passes of any kind. Just attack the strike zone with the fastball. And again, Tioga has not shown the ability to, string any hits together. I mean, the opportunities that they had were given to them with walks and hit by pitches. So they've really not strung any hits along to create any kind of scoring opportunities. So if Jude goes out there and pounds the strike zone this inning, Brother Martin should be moving on to the next stage of this playoff bracket.
So Kirk will be talking to the winning coach. We suspect it's Jeff Lupo. We suspect it's Reese Roussel as our star of the game. So can go down now or wait for 1 out either way, whatever the case may be. And he'll head down. And here is Harper to lead it off. Trayton Harper. It's grounded out, struck out twice and singled. Here's Harper. Pitch. Here's a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. And down a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Smash down the third baseline, foul. Just hooked it foul. And it's 1-2 on Harper. Ball and 2 strikes. 8-2 Brother Martin. Bottom of the 9th inning. The 1-2. And that one is way inside. Bounced, and it's 2-2. Jude Tingstrom in relief of Blaze Tingstrom. Jude Tingstrom, the pitcher of record. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 3. So it's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. Ground ball is short. That's going to be a base hit. Shortstop was way over toward the hole and couldn't get to it. Shannon, a leadoff single by Harper, and the Indians have some fight left in them. Now Tyler Looney will bat. He's been hit by a pitch, scored a run, singled, and he's 1 for 3. Stands in right side. Check of the run of the pitch on the way. That is a strike. It's 0-1. High, 1-1. So even up at a ball and a strike. And a swing and a foul. It's 1-2. And a swing and a foul, still 1-2. Harper at first, 1-2 the count. And bounced it way in front of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, ground ball in the hole, shortstop, long throw to first, and he's got him at first. Nice play by Shannon on the front end, Lupo on the back end. Boy, Lupo's made some great picks in this game. 2 more outs to get. Harper to second with 1 out. Alex Morrison bats. He singled, walked. He's 1 for 3. Took it away, ball 1. And missing away. Morrison, good hitter. Runner in scoring position. And the pitch. Strike called over the inside edge. Morrison stepped out, settles back in. From the stretch, Tingstrom to the plate. Morrison chops it towards second. Easy chance. Wiltz throws him out, and the Crusaders are 1 out away. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 9th, and Reeves will bat. So here is Reeves at the plate. He's been hit by pitch. Takes it down, ball 1. Passed intentionally, struck out twice. 1-0 the count. Holy Savior Menard 6-0 over Fisher. 7th inning. Strike call, 1-1. 1-1 the count. Here it comes. High, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. How about Archbishop Chappelle beating the defending champ St. Thomas More 3-2 in the semifinals of softball today, Select Division 1. 2-1 pitch. That's high, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. And foul left side. Now it's 3-2, and the Crusaders are a strike away from a big win. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner third, 2 outs. Payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the Crusaders are moving on to the quarterfinals with a victory here over Tioga in quite a game. 9 innings to decide it. Brother Martin wins it 8-2 here this evening. Tingstrom finishes it off in outstanding fashion, and the Tingstroms each did a terrific job in this game. Some effort here as Tingstrom nails it down to get the win, going the final 2 shutout innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, and recording a strikeout to do so. All right, so an 8-2 final here, and let's head down to the field now where Kurt Bollinger standing by with Jeff Lupo. So let us get Kurt now ready to go, and Kurt, take it away. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go ahead, Kurt.
All right, Kenny, we're down here on the field with winning coach. After an early exit in the playoffs last year against Bird, you come back this year. What does this mean to you and the program to advance to the next level?
You know, I think it's just a little bit of validation of everything that we do. You know, these kids, a lot of them played last year, and you know, they're an experienced bunch and have been in this kind of atmosphere. And you know, they really persevered. You know, at any point they could have. There were several points during the game where their backs were against the wall, and they were just, you know, they were just resilient in the face of adversity.
Great performance tonight by Blaze Tingstrom on the mound. He pitched himself into some jams a few times, but he battled, and he was able to pitch himself out of those same jams. Pulled a couple of Houdini acts. Talk a little bit about Blaze tonight.
Yeah, you know, he's a real good competitor. I mean, he's got great energy on the mound. Nothing seems to faze him. And you know, he got him, like you said, he got himself into a couple of binds, and he was able to. Hey, some guys behind him made some really good plays, and he was able to make pitch after pitch when it really counted, and then were able to persevere, and then finally came through with the big hits in I guess the 9th inning.
Yeah, you did. You outlasted Tioga. You got to tip your hat to him.
Yeah, they were.
You know, they're down a couple of players, and they were battling.
I mean, this is a great atmosphere and a great high school baseball game, and you know, we were just able to get one more hit than they were able to get at that point, because there were several times that they had, you know, big time opportunities to score, and Blaze was resilient. Then, you know, Reese coming through. Reese has been in these kind of situations before. I mean, he's been on the biggest stage in the world to some degree, and you know, once he was able to get that hit, it seemed like the floodgates opened for us a little bit.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Coach.
Okay, thank you all for
Good luck
coming.
moving on. Now we're going to turn the page a little bit. We're with offensive player of the game and probably the offensive player of the series, Reese Roussel. Reese, you came up with the big hit tonight. Tell us a little bit about your mindset coming into the playoffs. You didn't have the offensive season that you would like to have, but you're turning it on at the right time.
Well, you know, so like you said, I haven't had the best season, but you just can't let that get to you. You got to stay even. Can't get too high, can't get too low. Just trust your training and attack.
And you did exactly that. You came up with the big double, 3 RBIs. You had a couple of RBIs last night. You made all the work that Blaze Tingstrom did tonight worthwhile. Talk a little bit about Blaze.
No, look, Blaze, he's one of my favorite on the team. His energy, you can't match it. I mean, I don't know how he gets it, but hey, I love it. He fights, he competes, man. I mean, I was so proud of him today. So many tight positions. I'm just really proud of him.
Yeah, there was a lot to be proud of with Blaze tonight. The way he pitched, the way he battled, and it was nice to see you guys come out on the winning end. Big win. You're advancing on. You know, last year you had the early exit. Most everybody from that team is back this year. You guys have the ability and the talent to make a run.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said before, you can't get too high, can't get too low. You got to stay, trust your training, and yeah, I mean, that's all it is. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it.
Sounds good to me. Keep up the good work. Congratulations. Back to you, Kenny.
All right, thank you very much for that, Kurt. Great job. Thanks to Reese Roussel. Thanks to Coach Lupo as well for joining us. And again, what a ball game to be able to bring to you here this evening. The Brother Martin Crusaders advance to the Select Division I quarterfinals as they have defeated Tioga by the score of 8-2 in 9 innings to sweep the 2-game series, winning 11-4 last night, winning 8-2 here this evening. Let's give you the totals of the ball game for Brother Martin: 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 12 men left on base. For Tioga, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 11 men left on base. The winning pitcher in this one is Jude Tingstrom, 2 shutout innings in relief, and Tingstrom, with the win, improves to 3-1 on the season. The loser, Patton Ferguson, in relief, he takes the loss to go to 2-1. The game took 3 hours and 8 minutes to complete, and it was quite a game. And Brother Martin, with 6 runs in the top of the 9th, defeats Tioga by the score of 8-2, and as mentioned, advancing now 22-10 on the season. We'll play the winner of John Curtis Christian and St. Augustine in the quarterfinals. Either way, a rematch with a District 9 5A rival. That is clearly the case. No matter what happens, they're going to play a district rival in the quarterfinals, and we'll give a check on that score to see if we can get you caught up on that before we sign off and check on John Curtis and St. Augustine. But Brother Martin got the pitching and finally broke through with the big hit, and then the floodgates opened once that happened, and the Crusaders win this one in 9 innings by the score of 8-2 here this evening, and they're in the top of the 5th inning. John Curtis is still up 5-4 on St. Augustine in that game. If Curtis wins, they win the series. If St. Aug wins, that series goes to a 3rd game. Kirk, final words about what we saw here tonight and in the series.
Oh, we saw a great baseball game tonight. That was one of the first things that Coach Lupo said. What a game. And it was. Blaze Tingstrom kind of set the tone for Brother Martin. Did a whale of a job on the mound. Like we said, he got himself in a couple jams, but he battled and he pitched himself out of it. The Crusaders persevered. They kept themselves in the game. They turned away Tioga time and time again, and then they blew it open with the 2-run double by Roussel. He's been coming through in the clutch for them in this series, and I know that is a huge sigh of relief for him, but also for Coach Lupo moving forward, because he's going to need contributions up and down the lineup in order to advance to Sulphur.
Well, getting Roussel going is huge for this team, because you get that left-handed bat that they counted on so much last year to start producing like this. It just lengthens their lineup and makes them a dangerous entity moving forward regardless of who they play. Finally, again, they'll get a rematch, another District 9-5A rematch, one way or the other. They're accustomed to this. That's what you get in the playoffs frequently.
It is, and we see it time and time again that the Catholic League teams wind up advancing and have to knock each other off, and it's a shame that that's the way it happens, but it's good for us because we get to see great baseball every single night.
We do indeed, and of course, as mentioned, someone's going to win that series between St. Aug and John Curtis, and Jesuits won a game, Rummel's won a game in this league in a regional round already today, and they'll try to win series themselves tomorrow. Kirk, it's been a blast. I hope you enjoyed this, man.
Oh, love it. Thanks for having me on, and I enjoy doing it and look forward to next round.
You got it, buddy. Thank you. Want to thank Dan, want to thank Matt as well for a job well done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We appreciate you very much. Once again, our final here this evening was Brother Martin 8 and Tioga 2. For our crew, we thank them all. For our sponsors, we thank them. For our viewers, thank you so much. Ken Trahan from Kirsch-Rooney Stadium saying thank you for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.